love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop, just level up. And if you get in my way, you're gonna feel the wrath. Gotta say it to my face while he's looking back. Mirror breaks after math. When I hate, I attack. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. 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 Don't stop, just level up.
What is going on, guys? It's the Mad Dragon. Let's get this stream kicked off and underway. What is going on, guys? It's the Mad Dragon. We're live streaming. We are post World Cup. The World Cup is over, which is sad and miserable, and there's no rugby, and there's no team announcements, there's no match reviews, there's nothing on the actual television to watch. But hey, we can still talk about rugby, we can still do a live stream, we can still play some rugby games, can't we? We've already got people in the chat. Cooper, Mr. Trooper, and Pedri down in the chat. How are you guys doing this fine evening? Pedri from South Africa, you won, did you, Pedri? I can't remember who won. It could have been Wales. It was on the edge. Someone like that. Yeah, South Africa winning the World Cup. As I predicted, I want to point this out before the World Cup. I said they would win, and people thought I was mad. And yeah, I got a lot of games wrong along the way. I'm sure I did. But yeah, South Africa, champions again, still going. And yeah, as a Wales fan, I have to wait another 30 years before we look like we'll ever get into to one of those finals. But yeah, we're gonna have a little bit of a fun stream this evening. Gonna be chilled. Gonna be talking about some rugby, the World Cup stuff. We can talk about some of the games, some of the results. We're gonna play some Rugby 22, play some fixtures. We've still got the mod that Waldo did. So we've got the World Cup kits and stuff, everything in the game. It's going to be a lot of fun. Captain Lewis in the chat. How are you doing, Captain Lewis, this very fine evening? I'm looking forward to jumping in. I haven't really got anything planned. I'm not going to lie. If you have never seen any of my videos before, you'll know. I don't plan things. I don't do things. I just I sit down. My entire desk is literally surrounded. I probably should have tidied this all up. Look at just... My whole desk is just notes. from rugby games and different things and different videos. I probably should have tidied this up a little bit, but it's going to be a fun stream. I'll get the game booted up in the background while we talk. What do we think about then? The World Cup, South Africa. I genuinely thought New Zealand were going to win that last game. I had very, I don't know, I was weirdly confident that New Zealand would take that. I thought they looked so impressive in that game against Argentina. And South Africa, you know, beat France by a point. Beat England by a point. I was like, is this team going to be able to hold it out against New Zealand, considering they're being able to beat England by 1 point? And yeah, another 1 pointer. Why not keep it going? Captain Lewis said, weird statistics. South Africa won all their past 3 games by 1 point. Yeah, all the way through. Quarterfinals, knockout stage. That's all you need to do. That is the the absolute minimum you need to achieve. Win by 1 point. Doesn't matter how. Doesn't matter if you scored 15 tries. Doesn't matter if you just take drop goals. What does it matter? You win by 1 point, you win the game. You become world champions. That is all it matters. How would you describe Warren Gatland's job making over? Are you happy with the Wales performance or not? I think they did. The Wales team is such a weird team, right? Warren Gatland came back in and just undid everything Pivac did. We just went back to what it was, the team that got announced. You know, we saw the World Cup warm-ups, we saw the Six Nations, loads of these lads coming in making debuts, very low cap players, loads of the big players going out of the team, and it was like, oh man, they're going to try and reboot something here. No, it was the exact team we expect to go into the World Cup. They played the exact way I expected them to play. Just a bit worse at times, which is a real shame. That I don't know what happened in that Argentina game. I think Wales should have won that game. I think they should be really annoyed they didn't win that game. I really feel like the team crumbled in that second half. Argentina just did what Argentina do, and just sealed it out. They've done it since, my God, I don't even know, 2 years ago, I would probably say, watching the Rugby Championship for the first time. It's what Argentina do. That if they can get a try, they'll take one. They've got a couple of players that look spicy enough they can score a try. If not, it's just through the forwards and Boffelli to kick. And that's, Sanchez to kick in the Wales game. That's all they did. That's all you need to do and win. If the other team just keeps giving you penalties, yeah, just do that. Yeah, Warren Gatland, I don't know. I didn't think it was going to be taken too seriously, this World Cup. I did not expect to see Wales in a final. I didn't really expect to see them in a semi-final. When we did the big prediction video, it just so happened to be the teams they were playing. I was like, maybe they could make a semi if it went that way. But I think if Wales played the way they played against Argentina versus England, the way England played in the quarterfinals, yes. I think England might have actually taken that one. So I think even those predictions would have been off. It was one of the few, one of the sort of few games that I know I was going to get wrong in the prediction video. Andre Pollard, what if South Africa? Yeah, Who'd have thought it? Not even in the team at the start of the World Cup. But yeah, got in, did the job. What more do you want from him? You know, it was. I mean, I think back to the last World Cup, right, with Wales, South Africa in the semi-final, and Stain just popping him over from 60 meters and what have you. Yeah, that's all you need. Get a solid kicker. Marnie Libok still, you know, not quite there maybe in terms of the kicking. Any news about Rugby 24? No, nothing yet. That is the next thing I'm kind of focused on, looking ahead from here, because we've had the World Cup. Six Nations is coming up, but yeah, the Rugby 24 stuff, I'm sort of hoping they'll announce something throughout November, December time. They're hoping to release it end of January. We're going to be hoping to. This music is kicking in. Let me know about audio levels as well, guys. I'm struggling to work on my audio levels today. I did a Windows update, and my whole OBS has changed. I have the chat working, which is the first time in a year I've had the chat working in a live stream. So, you know, we'll hopefully keep that going. What do I expect from Wales in the upcoming months or years? Do you think they'll be improving? Yeah, I think they need a. They just need a restart, right? Warren Gatland, I don't think was looking at this World Cup to be like, we're going to get in the final win. 2019 was the chance for Wales, I think, to ever take a World Cup that I've ever seen. I think Warren Gatland used the Six Nations to just test out some new players, get some new players ready. I think focus is on the 2027 World Cup. They knew they were going to be losing big players like Dan Biggar, Lee Halfpenny. They were all going, right? So chuck them in the World Cup, let them do what they do the Warren Gatland plan in the World Cup, and from now it's focused on. And I even think the Six Nations wasn't about this World Cup, it was beyond that, right? Because the team that went in for the World Cup wasn't what we got to see really in that Six Nations. There was so much chopping and changing. You know, big players that I thought were going to get to play. Johnny Williams didn't play a game. Where was Johnny Williams? No, we just stuck with George North, Nick Tompkins. Make sure that partnership is working. Make sure that's going to be fine. You know, looking ahead. I'm not sure how old George North is. Is George North making another World Cup? I'm actually not sure. Who is better, Ford or Farrell? Oh, that's it depends on some different things. I think Ford was really impressive. I think Ford missed out on potentially a awesome World Cup, because as soon as Farrell came back in, they just took him off. I don't think Farrell did anything that Ford couldn't do. I think he missed out on maybe getting his top points score and stuff, but you know, bit of a shame for him. My Dragon, are you wearing your lovely Ireland headphones today? I've swapped to my green ones. I do have my blue ones down there. The reason being, I'm playing with my other controller. This is my wired controller, my Turtle Beach controller, which occasionally blows up my headphones. I don't know why, but my other controller, the stick is wildly off, so I'm going to be going over. So we're on the green headphones today. If you're an Ireland supporter, yeah, they're Ireland headphones. If you're a South Africa supporter, it's all South Africa. See, we're sticking with it. We're going to be, you know, right in the middle there. Who else is green? Who else playing green? Trying to think off the top of my head. Wales away kit in 2019. Yeah, if you're a green supporter, this is why we're doing it today. I mean, the Crocodile's in green as well, still in the back of shot, still lives there, nothing else to do. Pedri's gone for, oh, hello, we got someone jumping in here. Big Brain Kian coming in with a £5 super chat. Thank you so much, Kian. You've been very, very supported over the World Cup, mate. I appreciate it so much. Dropping donations in the super chats, in the comments and stuff. Really, really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed the Super Brew, because I know you were getting involved. I saw you in the comment section so much about the Super Brew stuff. Rough old Super Brew, right? Bro, you're a great bro. Sorry as a Safa for always kind of getting in the way. Thanks for great content. Hey, thank you, Japanese for Weebs. That's a great name. I mean, South Africa will always... They're just a hurdle for Wales. They are a hurdle that Wales just can't overcome consistently. They had that one win, right, when we did the tour in South Africa. They got that one win against a very B team, South Africa, and it was hugely celebrated. And it was like, oh man, Wales struggle against South Africa. Wales struggle against New Zealand. I would put Wales up to be able to beat like an Argentina or an Australia on quite often. But yeah, New Zealand and South Africa are just a different animal. I just don't think the Wales game plan suits being able to get past South Africa. That was one of the first things I looked at with the World Cup pools. I was trying to work out, where would Wales meet South Africa? Could we avoid them the whole way through? Because they're a bit of a level to go over. Audio is perfect. Thank you for letting me know, Captain Lewis. Yeah, it's I'm going to be chopping and changing today. I like what OBS has done. They've changed a few things for me. I can type in the actual thing here now, which I really like. I can even type in OBS into the chat, which is great. Love that. That's a new switch. But yeah, the Windows updates do mess up a lot. Have you played Rugby Nations 24 game on mobile? I have not. I'm not much of a mobile gamer. Is it on any other platform, or is it just mobile? If it's on Steam as like a mobile port, I'd be willing to give it a go. We could even try that out on a stream sometime. I've still got Rugby Sevens installed on my PC. Which was like a fan-made game, and I really liked that little 2D or like top-down 2D rugby game. I did a video about that on the channel. I thought it was great fun. Just someone made that themselves. I can't make a rugby video game at any point. Do you think that this was Ireland and France's chance to win a World Cup, or do you think they could still have a win in upcoming World Cups? I think it was probably the best shot I remember from watching previous World Cups. This is the best one they've come into. I think they've still got pretty good situation on the hands that, like, I know Ireland have lost Sexton through retirement, right? But both teams... Oh, is Peter O'Mahony gone as well? How old is Peter O'Mahony? He's got to be getting on in a few years now. Let me quickly have a look. Is Peter O'Mahony retired or not? He's got to be in his 30s, right? To be honest, I've lost track. There were so many things going on with people retiring. I've lost track of everyone. Peter O'Mahony he's 34. I don't see any news about him retiring. But Ireland haven't lost too many players through retirement, right? France haven't as well. France have got quite a young team sort of building up as well. So I don't think it's the worst thing for them. You know, they've lost this World Cup. It was a really good chance for them, this World Cup. But I think they'll still be able to build to get to the next World Cup. You know, you think about how monstrous the quarterfinals were with Ireland, New Zealand, and France, South Africa. I think if that France or Ireland team played any other of the quarterfinalists, they would be in the semi-finals, right? I really don't see any of those other teams beating them in that quarterfinals. They just came up against the worst teams to come up against at that point, and then by then, you know, any injuries or anything that could have come along in different quarterfinals, maybe they would have beaten their respective teams in the semi-finals, got into the finals. Who knows? Japanese Who says winning cups is kind of like lightning and kind of old lighter. It'll spark eventually. Yeah, I mean, teams will get there. I think Ireland have a really good chance at being able to take one eventually, with given how they've shown like their sort of team building from grassroots upwards, and being able to sort of put it all together. But yeah, maybe this World Cup could have been a big opportunity for them. Losing Sexton will be a drop off for them, but they've got good fly halves coming in, right? I think there'll be fly halves to replace Johnny Sexton. I think it will maybe mix up the I think they'll mix up the tactics maybe a little bit for a different fly half coming up. I don't think it's the worst thing. Kian, are you 28 years old? Yes. I don't know why you know that, Kian. You've been paying attention to my age of you. Yeah, I'm 28. I'm not quite 30. It's closing in on me, which is why a lot of times people are like, man, why do you not know what happened in the 2003 World Cup in the semi-finals? Like, because I was 8. So I didn't pay any attention to that. I think France could build up to the next World Cup. Their under-20s team won the World Cup. Yeah, well, I mean, the under-20s team for France was doing really good things, right? I remember, when was the Autumn Nations Cup when they did that, when it was on Amazon? Was that 2 years ago? Was that 2020 or 2021? And they had that massive virus strike in the team, and everyone went out, and they had to basically bring in like all these players that I'd never heard of anyway into the team, and they basically came and they played England in that final, and they looked awesome. And now quite a few of them are, you know, sort of staples. BL Biarri is in the team now. What's he, 20? He's an international winger, played in the quarterfinals of a World Cup, right? Like, they'll keep building, they'll keep finding those different players. Yeah, in the future, I have no doubt there'll be a dangerous team. It's one of the issues at the minute for Wales. It doesn't feel like we've got a lot of players really creeping in to the team, and a couple of positions are desperately missing out on players. Kids, I donated a £5 super chat sticker, whatever that thing is. I don't know. It's a cool, looks like a robot that's a games controller that says try again. I don't know. I haven't even played a game yet, Kian. You already believing I'm going to lose? We're not going to lose today. We'll do this. Hang on, let me get the because I can probably swap over to the game recording. Oh, that's not anything. Oh, there we go. We'll work with whatever OBS wants to do today. We'll check out some games from the World Cup. I can still read the chat as we're going, right? What's going to be some fun games? It's a shame we don't have Portugal. That's one thing I'm really looking forward to with Rugby 24. I really want to play the World Cup as Portugal. I was really, really impressed by them. What was some big games? Let's start out with the biggest game that began the World Cup, shall we? Let's do France-New Zealand. Let's do France-New Zealand as a little amuse-bouche for the stream. There we are, New Zealand. I've no idea what I've got anything on here. We'll do Legend on 5. You want to? I was going to make the team a bit more World Cuppy, but I don't think I'll spend the time fixing all my teams as we go along. What other sports do I watch? Asked Petri. Not a great deal of sports. Like, I'll watch them if they're on. What do I watch? I enjoy if I sort of catch them, I'll watch a bit of boxing, a bit of UFC if it's on the TV. Nothing religiously. Couldn't talk about any particular fighters or anything. Not a particularly big football person. Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of other sports. Rugby is quite a big one for me. Different variants of rugby I like as well. They're watching like the sevens. That's always fun to pick up. What else do I watch? Watch the darts or something if it's on. Oh, actually, I did actually watch the football World Cup. One of my friends is quite big into football. I used to go around to his to watch the Wales games, but I was going to say we're not very good at football, but we're about as good at football as we are rugby at the minute. It's kind of what it feels like. Oh, boys, get in there. What are you doing? Don't just get crashed out in that first tackle. That's terrible. I did actually do a bit of playtesting earlier just to make sure that the mod was all still running correctly, and I did find there is one issue with the Leicester Tigers team. It is completely broken, the Leicester Tigers team. So I'm hoping all the other teams are going to be absolutely fine for today. The England players leaving is a stinger. Yeah, a lot of the England players. I don't. Again, maybe not the worst thing. I really don't know if Borthwick. Oh, go on, Villiers. Good take. If England necessarily did the World Cup correct. I think Borthwick did a very similar thing to what Warren Gatland did. Came into the team, tested things in the Six Nations, went into the World Cup with pretty much the team we expected, basically, and just did what Eddie Jones had already cemented and just did that again. I don't really think Steve Borthwick added anything to this England team as of yet. And I think maybe that last game versus Argentina, I was really annoyed to see them just go back to the let Owen Farrell do 3 points thing. I would have wanted to have seen Steve Borthwick say, we're going to do completely my game plan. We're going to try some different new things here and looked ahead towards the Six Nations. Maybe not even put the biggest team on. I know it's a hard thing to think because you're like, well, they're sports personalities, right? They want to get third in the World Cup if it's the best position they can get. Oh, look at this up the wing. Oh man, you tell I'm rusty. I haven't played this game since the quarterfinals, I don't think. Yeah, I wish they'd done something a bit different and played some new players maybe for that third place and done something. They've got all these different players coming in. Henry Arundel didn't touch the ball. It's like, why have you got him in the team if you're not even going to get the ball out to him and just watch Farrell get over? So a couple of the England players retiring might create a bit of a shifter, but they are losing quite a bit of talent along the way. Best current rugby game to buy? Ask Japanese for Weebs. Currently, oh god, well, depends on your own viewpoint. The other day I actually on Monday night I was like, oh, I've actually got a bit of an evening off. I did the world rankings video. I was like, I've got an evening to myself here. What do I fancy doing? I booted up the 360. I was playing World Cup 2011 and had a great time. I was playing as Fiji throughout the World Cup. Had an awesome time. Really fun game. If you can get past some old graphics and some player names that aren't there, but you can edit the player names in game. Don't have to do any modding. It's just there. You can edit the player names, and that's a fun game to play. Currently, Rugby 22 is probably the best, current gen and on console and stuff. It's probably the best game. I left a paragraph to someone the other day in a comment section. Someone asked if they should get Rugby 22 because it's £55, whatever it is, or should they get Rugby 20 because it was reduced to a fiver? And I left them a paragraph of a comment back about just trying to help them make a decision. I was like, I still don't think you should pay £50 for this game, but a fiver for Rugby 20, that's fine for what it is. If you can get this game on a discount, I think this is probably still the best rugby game, especially if you get it on PC and you can get some mods like I've got obviously with the World Cup kits and what have you, and a couple of updated player rosters. That's a little bit more fun for me. Aldrete nearly on that little sniping run. Oh man, and they got the turnover there. That's outrageous. Don't let Will Jordan go. Pick up the ball. Pass it back inside. God damn it. The clunky game. But if you haven't got a game already and no games are on... what's drop goal in this? Why? Yes. Hey, there we go. Yeah, if you don't own a rugby game and no games are on discount, I would say wait for Rugby 24. Let's see what comes of it. Let's see what we get from it. Kian says 1v1 me on console. I'm playing on PC at the minute. We could definitely try and 1v1. Although I have it on Xbox. If you play it on, if you have it on PS4 or what would it be on PS5, PS4? I'm not sure if it is actually crossplay. But get in there, boys. Get in there. No, I'm not sure if it's crossplay, but if you have it on Xbox here, we could definitely try and arrange something. Not that the multiplayer is anything to write home about, especially on console. The console multiplayer is truly awful. PC's been more stable. If anyone has Rugby 24 on their PC, we could definitely look to do some multiplayer games tonight and see how it wants to hold up. Oh my god! First thing they need to patch in Rugby 24: players running in front of your own kicker for no reason. My goodness. Awful. Is this the World Cup mod available on PS5? Unfortunately not, Kaelin. I'm going to guess Kaelin. Sorry if I get anyone's name pronounced wrong. I'm going to guess that's Kaelin or Keelan. Yeah, unfortunately not. This is a PC exclusive thing, as is the world of modding. I was a console gamer my entire life until I got my PC this year? No, must be last year. Can't remember when I got it. Yeah, I always used to get to watch other people do modding and stuff, and I was like, oh man, I wish I could do modding on games, and now I can. Oh my god. How did he get out the scrum and do that? Referee? Questionable. But yeah, PC is unfortunately where you are locked to in terms of your modding. I think there was... I did ask... I talked to quite a few of the other guys. Oh my god, Rico Ioane! Chill out, boy! That's twice he's done this in this game. Get in! Take the ball. What was I saying? My brain is going to be all over the place today. What was I talking about then? I've talked to some other people about they do like rugby game and stuff on YouTube and stuff. I think the Rugby Guru might have stopped a little bit now with the rugby gaming stuff. I think he does a little bit more like game commentary. I think that's more like his sort of niche area now. But I did ask him about a couple of the rugby game stuff and some other people that do rugby gaming content. And I asked a lot of people about Rugby Challenge 4, and everyone said the same thing: do not buy Rugby Challenge 4 unless it's on PC, because it needs the mods in order for it to feel like, oh, okay, now it's an enjoyable game. You need the mod. So on console, it was never picked it up, and now you can't even buy the game. They took it off all the stores, so you can't even play it anymore. Oh my goodness, Ardi Salvea. Everyone in this New Zealand team is just charging down my kicks. Right, let's play wider here. I don't know why I'm trying to do all these clever kicks. Let's go up. Villiers, a little grubber kick. Get in the zone. Here we go. A little sidestep. Oh, good shot there. Nope, no one in line here. Francois Course, get out. Antonio. Gael Fiku, drop it in. What are we ahead here? 3 points ahead. Do we play on? Do we just kick it out? Oh, Roman Entimac. Not through there. Look how fast New Zealand are off the line as well. All these guys must be offside, right? Oh, man. Oh. Pick it up. No. Get back, Ramos. I will read the chat in a second, guys. I'm in focus mode at the minute. Oh, get that out wide. Peno, here we go. Rico Ioane's fast, isn't he? Pin Barrett back in this fullback position. Oh man, how do they get that ball back? Ooh, take a big shot there into the ribs. They can't kick it. They've got to play on. They've got to run the length of the field, and they don't manage it. Let's try and keep going. Charles Olivon, enter back. Vakatawa. Oh, not quite getting there, man. I can't wait for some updated rosters. Oh, they have kicked it. Well, they've kicked it, and they've kicked it miles. Well, we'll end that one. I don't want to run 50 meters back up the field. Captain Lewis says, when is Rugby 24 coming out? Currently, the claim is end of January. They've said 30th of January. We'll see if that gets stuck to. It was meant to be. What was the date they were meant to do it? It was one day before the start of the World Cup, right? And they didn't get there, got delayed. So currently, end of January is the claim. Whether they will or not is left to be seen. We'll see what news we can get over the course of, I don't know. I'd want to hear something by December or see some gameplay. They've basically had 2 extra months up to now to develop the game further. I kind of want to see something before the new year, but given the release of AFL and stuff, and it sounds like they are basically pushing all the marketing 1 month from release, so we might not even hear anything till January. Can you play this on a mouse and keyboard? No, it is controller exclusive on a PC, which a lot of people find weird. I don't really know if I'd want to play on a keyboard. Let me just have a think about it, because I guess you'd have to use. What would you have to use? You'd have to use the arrow keys to run, right? That would make sense, rather than WASD. And then what, A and D would be pass left and right? I'm not even sure how you'd work it on a keyboard. I play every game on a controller anyway. It doesn't bother me, but I've seen a couple of people that play the game on PC and wanted to be on keyboard and mouse, but apparently not. No. Planning to go to the Calcutta Cup next year. Oh, that'll be a fun game to go see. I'm going to Wales Barbarians on Saturday. That's going to be my next live game. I feel like I haven't been to see live rugby for a while. What did I go and see last? Wales, France, I think was the Six Nations game. What was the next big game after this, by the way? Scotland, South Africa, Scotland, right? Oh god. Well, this might be a rough game. I'm trying to do all the big games that we had across the tournament in the order that they happened. But yeah, I'm going to go to the Wales Barbarians game. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know if they've announced the Wales team actually. I saw the Barbarians team. It looks fun. A couple of players that I've never seen. A couple of Argentinian players that I've never seen before. We've had a really short turnaround time, right? Like Bazan Velez is playing for the Barbarians. I'm sure he was playing in that 3rd place playoff, wasn't he on the bench? So turnaround time like a week. Get him back on there. But yeah, Calcutta Cup should be an awesome one. We haven't won 4 years in a row since 1896. That's a fun start. I've just seen Mech Steo has just said that I've frozen. I haven't frozen on my end. If I froze on your guys' end, it might be YouTube. I have seen a lot of people struggling with YouTube streams recently. I think it is everything on YouTube's end. So. Oh, hello. Don't pay attention to for the chat for the second. Yeah, it's normally YouTube's thing. I've seen a lot of people complaining. Oh, look at this! That's what happens when you don't pay attention. He's going to run this in from miles. Let's get a little shot on him as he goes over the try line. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people complaining about live streams stopping and glitching out and stuff. It is entirely YouTube's thing. Let me know as well tonight, guys, because I don't know. They've changed their like ads on YouTube live streams as well. I just clicked the basic thing, what it is. But I did watch someone's live stream the other day, someone doing gaming live streaming, and literally every 2 minutes there was an ad, just constantly. Like you couldn't even watch the stream. So let me know if it starts doing that, because I'll have to try and change a setting on the fly, because I don't want to be doing like ads every 2 minutes. That's outrageous. 1 an hour, that's fine, isn't it? Like, you don't need ads constantly. Did you think South Africa was going to win the World Cup this year? Yeah, I did my big predictions video. Yaden, if you go onto the channel, it's like an hour long, but you can skip through it if you want to. Yeah, I had South Africa to win the World Cup. I think my prediction was that it was going to be a South Africa-France final, I think is what I picked. I am going to be doing a predictions versus reality video at some point. I was going to do this stream on Friday, but I'm really busy on Friday night. So I moved it to tonight. So I've got a bit of time tomorrow. So I'm thinking of filming it tomorrow. Maybe try and edit it over the weekend. It might be out for like Sunday or something, and I'll go over basically all of my predictions because I don't remember half of them, and see how close I got to the real thing. Oh, Marnie Libok here, completely isolated. This South Africa team is got a width of 3, and I've got no support anywhere. Let's see if we can... Oh my... Oh! What is going on? You play against this South African team, they constantly get the offloads. Bears Gamer in the chat. How you doing, Bears? Good evening. I recently went back and played Rogue Challenge 4. My God, it feels so awful compared to Rugby 22. So the only thing it does right is the editing. I did see. I jumped into to Bears' stream the other day, and you were playing Rugby 08, right, Bears? And just something in that game that really stood out to me is the animations, like just in between the whistle blowing, having little punch-ups or little scuffles and having the referee run over and stuff. Rugby 2011 had the same little animation stuff. All those little things go such a long way in just making a game feel better. It's one thing that is really missing in this. Occasionally, you do get it in this game where if someone picks up an injury, they're injured and like rolling around on the ground and they're holding their knee. And I was like, I love that animation when it pops up, but you get it once every 5 injuries or something. It isn't a regular occurrence by any means. Let's see if we can snipe down here. Have to get that out. Come on, Colby, with some speed. Oh my goodness, Duan van der Merwe not letting us get away there. What did I say there? I'd rather run naked through stinging nettles than play Rugby Challenge 4 again. Bears laying down. Bears laying down the marker now. Rugby 24, Bears. That's where it's going to be at. We're going to enjoy some solid gameplay. Fingers crossed. If they release that game and it's terrible, we're all going to be so annoyed. It better be a good rugby game after how long we've waited. Oh, man, I kind of want to take a drop goal at this point just to get some points on the board. I'm struggling to get anywhere here. Oh. Get over it, boys. Yep, there we go. That worked. We just have to toy out to Colby. Here we go. Late charge down the wing. We have to score in the corner. Difficult kick, but we'll take it for now. Can you play as the Lions in this game, or is it more? No, there's no Lions in the game. I guess theoretically someone could make a Lions team. There's the the single player campaign where you can add the game cards and make a team. You could make a Lions team, I guess, but you'd have to probably play a couple of seasons to have all their chemistry and stuff. Get to the top end. Marnie Libok. There we are, kicking better than in real life. That's what we want. That's what we want to be seeing. But yeah, I don't think there's a. I don't know if anyone's ever made a Lions mod. I really hope that. One thing I would love to see for Rugby 24 would be a Lions mode where it just starts off with like you are the coach, pick your Lions team, and you go through all the different teams and you pick the players. They all get moved into your team, and then you play a series with that team, and you can only pick from those players. I think that'd be really fun, but will they add that? Do they have licensing for Lions? Who knows anymore? I've given up trying to guess with rugby games what they are going to be able to do. What do we think the players are going to be here? Should we try and go off to the left? There we go, Jasper Wiese on the charge. Oh, and a great charge. All the way back inside. Hit it. Oh, referee. Have words. Purposeful knockdown there. Oh my God, where is everyone? Oh, we're going left apparently, because my whole team went to the left-hand side of the ruck. Right, set up your line again, boys. Here we go. Marnie Libok, little up and under. Chase it down, boy. Oh, nearly. Don't let him get out. Hold him there. Hold him there. Into the ruck. Into the ruck. Nope. Ali Price kicking it wide. Here we go. Billy LaRue on the charge. Gets it out. Libok again. Good run round the outside. Back inside. Oh, to Sean Klein. What a lovely try. Seal that one out. That's what we want. Now we're getting into the flow of how this South Africa team works. It's really weird. They play really narrowly. I'm not used to this. This is the Waldo mod for the South Africa team. They play differently to so many of the other teams. Their team is so narrow. So you've got to look for the offloads as opposed to trying to pass wide. Very, very weird. But I do like it. I like game shifting. I like this change I'm having to do on the fly here. Capwozo Amp7 says hi. Hello, Capwozo Amp7. Are you playing in the World Cup format today, like quarterfinals, semi-finals? Oh, we could do. we'd have to pick a team. We'd have to pick a team to play as and do the World Cup. I wouldn't want to pick one of the major teams to at least make it a bit more challenging. But we absolutely could do a World Cup with someone. We could have I don't know. I'd probably want to avoid all the sort of, I don't know, top. What do you reckon? Top 4 teams in the game. Otherwise, it's just you're playing as the best team in the World Cup, right? Maybe we'd knock it down. We could do a poll or something in the chat, and people could pick which team they wanted to see players through the World Cup. What's your opinion on Capwotso? Ask Capwotso. I think he's a really solid individual player. I enjoy him more out on the wing. I think the way he plays it. Oh, hang on. Let's see if we can get Colby here. Little kick back inside. Marnie Libok on the end of this, maybe. Okay, we'll take that. Oh, Faf, here we go in the corner. Boom, there we are. Try all day long. Yeah, I think he's better on the wing. The fullback position for him, I think the way he plays is too individualistic. And I don't think it works as your fullback. I think he's too focused on what he's doing and trying to make meters and trying to break away. On the wing, I think he's much better. And I prefer to see him out on the wing than at fullback. Lewis, are you much into club rugby? I used to be, Lewis. I used to be quite a big club rugby person. I used to always go to the Ospreys games. A couple of my friends are Scarlet supporters. We always used to enjoy some of the derbies and stuff we go to. We used to go to Judgment Day. The last few years has fallen off. It's just time. It's just time. When you're in university, you can watch like 7 games of rugby a week, and it just doesn't matter. You just drinking on the weekdays and doing a bit of studying, attend some lectures. Then on the weekends, you just great. When you're an adult, it completely changes. I have no idea how people keep up with all the rugby. Across the World Cup, we had like 8 games of rugby on, like every weekend. I had to set, loads of things aside to cover it, to do videos and stuff, to actually sit down and watch the games. I took days off work to do videos and stuff in order to like have the time to do it. And yet there are people who like watch every game of rugby, and I don't know how they do it. They watch all the ULC, they watch all of the top 14, they watch just everything. I don't know how people have the time to sit down and watch it. If a game is on and I catch it on TV, then yeah, I'll absolutely watch it. It didn't help that the ULC went behind a paywall. I'm not really one for like having to pay every month just to catch games as well, because I don't have the time to do it. I specifically set time aside during the World Cup and the Six Nations to make sure I haven't got anything going on to watch the games. I just don't have the option to do it every week for a lot of those other games. Oh, Colby back inside maybe. Oh, what a pickup. Who's that? Sam Skinner. Brilliant hands. Oh, good turnover there as well. What are we on? 21-7. We're doing pretty well at the minute. Oh, I picked it up. I just saw that ball go, so I'm trying to read the chat at the same time. Multitasking, not my forte. Let's drop back here. Let's get our answer to... okay, apparently not. We'll go way out wide. We're going for Villy LaRue. It might have paid off for us. One more. Oh, he stood off the play. Marnie Libok on the charge. Let's run this one under the post. Let's have an easy one. Look at that. Bonus point. What was the actual score in this game? Was it? Oh no, it was 18 something, wasn't it? I was going to say, was it 28? Like 3? I can't remember what it was. I thought we got quite close to the actual score. No, we didn't. I think South Africa got 18, not 28. Will Rugby 24 be different, i.e. career mode? I have no idea, Gaboto. I hope so. I hope they're working on it. The thing that I think they've sort of pinned themselves in the corner with a little bit, by adding the delay into the game. So let's swap back over. Because I might do a poll in the channel of how we want to do it. What was I saying then? Question was I on? Oh, Route 24. Yeah, but the fact they've done the delay in the game, I think now means the game needs to be flawless. If they release that game unfinished, it's going to be a really big issue. I'm very worried that they won't be a massive improvement from Rugby 22 to Rugby 24. It will have all the World Cup teams, and that'll be like the only really big difference. I hope with the added 6 months they've got on the game, they're able to finish off a couple of those other things. But yeah, Six Nations is something I really think should be in the game. Or failing that, it would be a create a tournament, right? Pick a tournament, name it whatever you want, how many teams play in it. Is it rounds or quarterfinal, semi-final, final based? Which one is it? Do it. And then just let the community make it and have a community page where people can make a Six Nations and just download it, install it into your game. Cool. Just do that. If you can't build it into the game, build something that allows the community to make it for you. Is there... I've lost track of where we're on now. What is your favourite URC team? It's probably still the Ospreys. Not that I could tell you a lot about the Ospreys anymore. I haven't caught a lot of club level rugby for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Like, I'll catch a game occasionally if I see one on TV. Doesn't matter what it's from. Catch a couple of the the English Premiership games and stuff. If they're on TV, they're on TV. I'll stick them on. But yeah, they need to be on free television right there for me, which most of them aren't anymore. Is there a rugby game that has the Lions in it? Said Captain Lewis. I think Rugby Challenge 4 did in a mod. I think somebody added a Lions. I'm sure I've seen gameplay people doing the Lions in Rugby Challenge 4, but you can't buy it anymore. So unless you've got it, I don't know. If you have it, have a look for some mods. Someone might be able to do it. Captain Lewis says, can you play as England? Pedro said South Africa, Fiji. Any top 5 nation, that'd be fun. Someone saying lag again. If it's lagging, guys, it's not me. Everything is flawless on my end. I'll quickly check the actual stream itself. Everything is awesome on my end. If it's lagging, it is either YouTube or something else. I only support my local team, Carrick. We are really bad. Hey, sometimes that's more fun. Right, I tell you what then. Let's have a look then, because top 4 teams I think will be a little bit like I just think I'd win every game like with ease. So who are the top 4? I assume France, New Zealand, South Africa, Ireland, right? So who comes after them? Oh, England's 88 as well. Oh, England's a little bit overpowered as well. Oh, it's the mod that Waldo did, so all the teams have got slightly different ratings. So who do we want to do? So we've got... we could do... I'm trying to find like a fun... What should we do? Oh, not that one. So let's start a poll. You guys can pick what we want to do. Where's the thing? I hate this thing. Everything moves through. Right. Okay. So the poll is going to be, which team should we do a World Cup with? And we'll play our way through. So, I feel like anything over like 85 is just going to be like me winning every game with a bit of ease, and it's not going to be fun. So Wales are 78. So, okay, let's stick Wales in there. Or Australia, 80. So Australia. We could redeem something for Australia after a terrible World Cup. We could maybe do Argentina. Is Argentina a bit much on 81? I'll add it as an option. You guys can pick Argentina. Maybe should we do some other ones though? Like Japan. Let's add Japan as an option. I feel like Japan could actually be fun. Georgia are kind of rough. Georgia. Let's do. Okay, I can only do 4. I only realized I can only do 4. There. Right. I'll chuck that in the poll. Oh, I've broken the chat. There we go. Right, let's do that. That's not what I meant to do. We want that, and we want this back. Here we go. Right. We'll jump that in. We'll let people do votes. Who should we do? Who should we do along the way? If there's other ones, drop them in the chat. If I see a lot of people saying one team that is none of those 4, we'll do a different team. Apparently on my end, though, I can't see the chat when I've got this thing up. Albert says, if it lags, close the stream and load it back up again on your end, and it could be good. Yeah, I think YouTube is struggling recently with YouTube. I've seen a lot of live streamers struggling with being very laggy and disjointed. Lewis said Scotland, Fiji, and Portugal before. Yeah, Portugal. I can't wait for it. When Rugby 24, when Rugby 24 comes out, Portugal will be one of the teams I'm desperate to play as. Captain Lewis just had an ad. Interesting. Well, I'm going to keep an eye on this. I really don't want it to be like overbearing. How do I end this poll? They've changed things. Why have they changed things? I was so smooth at this. When it was right, let's end the poll. Because there's only 9 of us in. I'm doing it as if we were still doing that World Cup predictions one. Wales and Australia both got 33. Well, that doesn't help us. Okay. Well, I tell you what, there's 9 of us. So this should be the Wales or Australia. Let's do that. There we go. Second poll of the evening to determine which one we want. There's 9 people watching currently, so theoretically, it has to go one way or the other. We'll just do, I don't know what, whoever gets to 5 first, right? Oh, and my thing's gone away. Let me look at it. 7 votes, Australia in the lead. I should have really set myself like a timer or something, shouldn't I? I haven't got anything to do, like, I'll give it another. Oh, there's 12 now. Oh, God, if it's 12 now, if we end up doing 6 and 6, it's going to be really annoying. It's been pretty paused on this. It's gone more way. It's leading towards Australia. I'm seeing nothing changing here. People are happy. All right, cool. There we go. We'll do Australia. There we are. Something a bit different. If it ended up being 6-6, I'd have been furious. What are you doing? Go on to this. Why does it want to keep switching this around? Right, we'll do Australia then. Gotta try and remember what I'm doing now. Career. Oh my god, how long has it been since I've actually done this? That is Australia. How weird is that? Can I... New. Yes. Australia. Right. Oh, we're up against Wales. There we go. There's the first game. For anyone wanting... wanting it, we wanted the other team. We've got them there. Should we try and make it a little bit more like what we actually got to see? I don't know how vast the team is the only issue. We wouldn't have... Gordon, right? We wouldn't be able to do that. Will Skelton was playing. I'm trying to think of who was actually playing. Ben said, can I do better than Eddie? That's the challenge. Have we got a different flanker other than Michael Hooper flanker? Swinton? I don't think Swinton played in the World Cup, did he? I feel like this is going to be not a great team to be able to do this. Oh, we got Pete Samu, who's for some reason exclusively a number 8 in this. Reece Hodge didn't play. Angus Bell played quite a few games, right? Will Skelton, Leota. I'm gonna. I know this. Does Pete Samu play open side? That would be really convenient if he did. Let's put Jordan Petaia. Wait, no. Who are they playing more? Jordan Petaia was playing quite a lot, wasn't he? Andrew Kellaway's apparently not a. Nawanganita Wase, I don't think is in the game. Ikitau. Karevi did eventually. Ikitau. To play Sami. You can't even make it out. You know what? Let's screw it. I've stopped trying. Let's just dive in. We're not going to sit here for 20 minutes and do this every single time with the team. Right, Wales versus Australia. A game that did happen in the World Cup. Oh, we're in our white kit. What a weird decision for it to decide that we needed to be in the alternate kit. Rugby 22 will put 2 teams in red. So you can't even tell who your own team is, but a game like this, it says, yeah, red and yellow. That's too far apart. Right, come on, Valentini. Let's see if Nick White can get this out. Oh, that's not a great pass. Okay, Jordy Patai's got a lot of work to do here. No, fair play. Rode a couple of tackles here. Right, what is our aim for this one? What did Australia lose by? 40 points to 6 or something, wasn't it? That's our aim to beat. If I don't beat that, especially with a yellow card going to Alan Wynne, I'm going to feel really, really depressed about this one. I hate playing in this stadium. There's no noise. It's horrible because there's no crowd. Why is this on the roster? Look at this. This is a World Cup pool match. We're in a park somewhere. Why have they got this in the game? Oh, is the wind going to kill for us? No, bit too much. Well, we're kicking about as good as Gordon did. Oh, it's so silent. It's horrible. Oh, those 3 people in the crowd are really happy with that pass. Right, Jordan Pataya. Right, I'm going to have to do actual commentary for this, guys. I can't possibly... I can't listen to nothing. Okay, Nick White. Let's pass it back inside. Karevi. Oh, what an interception. Toby Falatau. Great pick up there. Ball's gone a little bit loose, though. Off to Skelton, to Paisami, to Leota. Quick ball out to Coriobetti. Out on the wing, on the charge. Liam Williams. Just standing there, watching him. Legend difficulty. As Liam Williams stands there and watches him walk over the try line. First try of the World Cup. A little bit of an easy one. Rees-Zammit really should have done better there. Pedri says, wish you could pick the kits. Yeah, I don't know why that isn't a thing. It should definitely be a thing. Pick your kit, pick the other team's kit. If every other rugby game has that, right? Every other sports game. We're kicking as well as Australia did. You know, other sports games, FIFA does that, right? Pick your teams, what kits you playing in, home or away strip. Just it's like basic things to add into a sports game. Just make sure they're in there. I mean, maybe not choice of stadium for like a World Cup, like I don't mind that, but it shouldn't. This stadium shouldn't even be part of the World Cup, right? I mean, how much does a ticket cost to this game? It's like 10 people here watching this. They must be charging £1,000 a ticket to try and recoup the money from this game. Outrageous.
Fine. Set.
All right, here we go. Hopefully, with Rugby 24 having the license and stuff, it means that we will actually get all of the stadiums from the World Cup in France. So at least we'll hopefully have some really interesting looking stadiums, and it won't have anything like this that's just a park or someone's backyard. Right, let's try and pass it out left here. Fainga. Oh, off to Paisami. A little offload there. That was nice off the shoulder, but turnover going against us. What's our line at? Let's set that up to a 4. Andrew Kellaway. Oh, Kellaway. There we go. Pick up the ball. Right, counter-attacking run. Here we go. Back out. Karevi. Pop pass. Rubbish pop pass. Out to Hooper. Still going. Pass back inside to the left. Jordi Pataya taking up towards the halfway line. Australia. Hold on. Karevi. Oh, gets absolutely nailed by Justin Tipperick, who no longer plays for Wales, but he's still doing well in a red kit today. As Australia ship it out left. Quade Cooper. Oh, Coriobetti. Oh, I shouldn't have passed. Oh, mistake there. Another poor pass again. Karevi's not great at the offloads in this game. I think it's 3 offloads that have gone absolutely nowhere. Good tackle, though, in that midfield. We should have really looked at who else was in our pool. We should have had a look at how tough this is going to get, because of course, this game doesn't have us going up against like the tier 2 teams quite often. We could easily be in a pool with New Zealand and South Africa as well. Bonus points might actually be important. I'm going to try and wonder whether to play on if I can steal this ball back or just kick it out. Oh, good steal there. Right, let's set our team set up here. What a weird pod formation. We got pods of 3 either side, which take up all of my players. Angus Bell taking it up a little bit further. Nick White, pop pass. Oh, sorry for that pass, buddy. That was absolutely not to go that way. Right, Valentini. Nope, not going there either. Oh, and Wales get the turnover as well. Okay. Spread out wide here, boys. Nope. They've gone out left towards Zammit. Good tackle, though. Was that Skelton out on the wing? Nick White, not at his scrum half position, decides to take a ball himself. Go right again. Leota, Skelton. Offload to Bell. Oh, bounce pass to Taliala-Tupou. Valentini can't get that final pass away. Nick White needs to go quickly. Chased down, though, by Navidi. Fast off the back of the ruck there. Fainga gets it out once more. Jordi Pataya goes for the up and under. Oh, the wind going against us, though. Falling backwards a little bit. Paisami taking up a little bit further. Angus Bell. Oh, gets the offload. Maybe a little bit late. Karevi to Leota. Drags in. Rees-Zammit. Oh, but can't get the ball away. Out to the wings. And Thomas Williams will kick clear. The ball staying in. Oh, Andrew Kellaway. Why have they got him as just a standard winger in this game? He's quite a good fullback. It feels really harsh that he's not in position for any of these. Oh, that's going to roll into touch. And that will be the first half. Should have done a little bit better there. Should have got a few more scores. Oh, Wales already making changes. Bear saying it's quite funny how Eddie is coaching a lot of Aussies for the Barbers, particularly the likes of Hooper, who just slagged him off a few days ago. Yeah, well, I heard he's gone. He's gone from Australia right now. He's I I did see, I read a thing the other day that it was saying because he didn't want to coach Australia through the Lions, which was just really weird. He was like, the whole system is broken in Australia, and you know, it's like a waste of time, and I wouldn't be able to coach them through the Lions tournament. It's like that. It doesn't fill anyone with confidence, right? If you're just saying like, I can't coach them through the Lions. Oh, Corey Betty gets over for a second of the game. This wing is Wales' weak spot at this point. Yeah, I couldn't believe that he'd gone. Especially after all that stuff we had during the World Cup, right? With his, people found out about his Japan move, and it was like, "Are you going to Japan?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know what you mean, mate." Like, you do though. You do, don't you? As he's there smiling away, he knew what everyone was on about. Like, just say, like, yeah, I've had a word with Japan. They want me back, and I think it'll be fun. Expectations maybe a bit lower over in Japan for what he's going to be able to bring to that team compared to someone like Australia. I'm really hoping, though, that the impact of that World Cup is a bit of a bonus for Dave Rennie. I hope he enjoyed watching that World Cup and being like... Because I remember when Eddie Jones got that job and Dave Rennie went, it's like a multi-million-pound deal that took over from. And I remember saying in a video that I don't think Dave Rennie's done a bad job. And I got a lot of comments from people like, what are you on about? Like, he hasn't won any games. And I was like, but if you look at his winning stats over the last year, he won 40% of the games while missing something insane, 26 players. That's still a good result. It's just not, a high percentage win that they probably want in a board of directors or, oh, that might have been a forward pass. Get out wide, one more. Jordi Pataya in the corner. But, 40% with missing that many players, I still think was positive. They put Ireland up against it. They put France up against it under Dave Rennie. And Eddie Jones took over. And we just got rid of all the good players. It's like, we need youngsters. Like, no. You want Quade Cooper. That's who you want. Have someone who's a fly half. Lolosio can't be that old, can he? Get him in. Oh, I thought that was a beautiful pass. I didn't realise it was Taniela Tupou, not maybe the man I wanted there. We're actually one more try away from getting a bonus point, so we actually might try and go for this now. Whoever takes over has a big job. Stop trying to read the chat, Mad Dragon, at the same time. Oh, great little spin by Josh Adams. George North, sorry, out on the wing. Whoever takes over from over has a big job to make them competitive for their home World Cup. They don't want a repeat of this World Cup at home. Yeah, I've got a feeling Eddie Jones maybe just didn't think he was going to be up to the task. I think he felt fully confident going over to Australia, thought he'd make some changes and expected it to be better. But just didn't manage it, and therefore he was like, oh man, I don't want to coach for the Lions and maybe lose the Lions series, and then have their own World Cup and maybe not do well in that World Cup either. I don't know. I think Australia have the players. I mean, they've got a great selection of very talented players, and some of the choices of finding some of those new guys like Marky Mark out on that right wing. He's an absolutely solid player for Australia. He was one of the few really standouts across the World Cup. I just think they've just got to pick a way they want to play. I think under Dave Rennie they were a little bit too forwards based. They everything needed to go through the forwards, and they just trundled along, and but I think it was kind of built into the team. So although it wasn't necessarily the best, they all knew exactly what they were doing. Eddie Jones came in and wanted to mix it up completely. I don't think they have the sort of structure in place to make a massive switch like that. So, or at least in a short period of time. So over the course of 4 years, I can see them making a swap, but they're going to have some really big uphill battles. I mean, that rugby championship isn't going to get any easier for them with New Zealand and South Africa performing well. I think they have got a tough old task, but they've got good players. They just need a solid coach who can come in, make viable changes to the team that'll actually enhance the performance rather than just trying to force their own game plan that doesn't actually work for the players. Oh, have I got away from this? Cordo Betty on for his hat-trick, getting chased down! Getting chased down! Oh! What a run! Who was that? Well, I guess Reece Zammit, to be fair. He's got some good pace. Pedro said, you need to play Rugby RC24 on mobile. I can have a look at it, man. I'll definitely want to check it out. Is it like a game sort of like this where you're sort of playing as the teams, or is it more like a coaching game where you pick players, then you watch a thing? I've never played a rugby game on mobile before. I don't know how it would all look. Oh, look, Ireland. Oh, that looks fun. Who have we got? Ireland, Wales, and Fiji. Great. That's a fun... Can we be in Pool B? Pool B looks nice. Italy, Georgia, Japan, Samoa. I'd take that one on. Pool of Death, Pool C. South Africa, Scotland, New Zealand, and Argentina. Right. USA, England, France. My God. Brutal pools, this. Anyone we want to switch here? I don't really want to spend a lot of time doing switching of teams and stuff. Callaway at the... I also don't get this thing. What does the score rating mean? He's dropped 19 points because he's playing at fullback. Why? World Rugby have messed up another draw. Well done, Bears. Straight in there. You play the game yourself. Oh, cool. Well, that's on a mobile. That's kind of impressive. It is on a mobile. Will it show you lifting the Webb Ellis Cup or not? Because the mode, it does not. Yeah, no. There is nothing in this game to have any cool animations for anything like that. Curly Beale. Do we have an actual fullback? Let's have Andrew Kellaway. Andrew Kellaway's the fullback for me for Australia. Yeah, there's no interesting animations again. Same as like Rugby 2011, man. It's so good to watch them lifting a World Cup and having music and doing stuff. But this game gives you a text box. That's if we get there, to be fair. We've got a tough old pool to get through, first of all. Oh, push him out. There we go. Like, this has everything you want in a rugby game. What is it? Does this game have everything that I'd want? I mean, it requires a hell of a lot more. I mean, the fact that like I said, on Monday I went and played Rugby 2011, and I played it for steady. There we go. I played a full World Cup as Fiji. I don't know how long that took me. I don't know, an hour and a half. I had fun all the way through it. I thoroughly enjoyed playing that game. And then you play Rugby 22, and the reason it's fun right now is because we're on a stream, and I get to interact with chat, and I get to talk about stuff. That's why it's fun right now. There's just something missing from this game that makes it feel like super enjoyable. So I'm hoping Rugby 24 is going to fix whatever it is. I think this game is maybe a little bit too fast-paced. The one thing I'm a big player in terms of, like, when I play games like this, I'm really big into defense. I really like having a solid defense, and that came from Rugby 2011, where there were games where you would absolutely finish games without scoring a try. You know, tough games, and you would end 9-6, you know, because you had to just take penalties, you had to take a drop goal. You had to learn to be defensively really sound. This game, I feel like, doesn't require that as much. It doesn't feel that hard to score. I mean, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty while live streaming. And, you know, we've scored, we almost got a bonus point try in that first game against Wales. We're hopefully going to get some tries in this game. But I would like it to be a little bit more slow-paced. I would like it to be a bit Look how scattered all the players are just everywhere right now. I think they could do a lot more to improve this game. I don't think this game hit the mark for almost anyone, though. From anyone that I saw in terms of the reactions to Rugby 22, this game was meant to be a real step up from Rugby 20, and they just kind of copied and pasted a lot of things and then improved some things. So I'm really hoping they do improve. Oh, back out to the inside there. Hunter Paisami. Set plays don't work. Make your own set plays. Little double pass on the inside. I think they could have. I think they could definitely improve a lot of things. I'm looking forward to Rugby 24. People are really down on Rugby 24 at the minute, especially after they delayed the game. A lot of people are really miserable about it and just, I don't know, just negative. Don't be negative. Like, if it comes out and it's terrible, be negative. If you're wondering what I'm doing, by the way, my headset has got wrapped up in my controller, and I'm not quite sure what I've done. There we go. That's better. I was running out of controller. I was slowly getting dragged down by my own headset. But yeah, this game certainly doesn't have everything. I mean, the career mode needs to be more interesting. There is no... Exactly as I planned, that kick. The career mode needs to be more interesting. The problem still stood with this game, the same as Rugby 22, is there's no progression. You can just play 2 or 3 hours of, like this now, play the World Cup. You buy some packs, you get all the best players, and then you play the career. Well, you start a career with like a 95 rated team, and they just say it's rated 60, and you demolish everyone 50 points to 0. It needs to be limited. You need to be, you need to start out with a terrible team. That's where it's fun. Start out with a terrible team, grind out some wins, get some money, wait for a transfer window. Maybe you're allowed to buy one good player a year, and have interesting stuff. Let me build a team. I don't really want to start out with an unbelievable team. I have been thinking a little bit about like who I want to be my ultimate team, if they do like an ultimate team, because there was a lot of talk about them doing like FIFA did with FIFA Ultimate Team, and sort of players that I want, and I just want to try and create a team like that. But for a career mode, I want to start out with a really bad team and build. I want to feel like I've gone through a career as like a coach and have grown my team, and it means something. Don't give me Will Jordan, Ardy Sarvea, and Johnny Sexton in the first pack I open. So now I just win everything by winning scrums, scoring tries, and poor pick up there by Ronan Keller. Yeah, lots of improvements to be made, but no point being negative about Rugby 24 till we see something. If we see it and it looks terrible, start being negative. In rugby games, in the rugby games, do they do it every second year? Because there was no Rugby 21 and no Rugby 23. I think that's more that they probably can't afford to. Rugby games have a really horrible cycle. So, like Rugby 08, Rugby 2011 are revered as really good games. The problem is there's not a lot of money, I don't think, in rugby games. I see it myself in like the analytics. I mean, Bears, you're still in the chat. You might be able to add something a little bit more, because I know you're much more focused on like purely rugby game and stuff. Like the analytics for my channel are, most people that watch my channel are 35 and over, which typically is not a gaming age, right? You probably want to be hitting, I don't know, 15 to like 25. It's probably, or maybe 30. It's probably what you want to be hitting is like a gaming demographic. And a lot of people are into FIFA games. A lot of people are into different sports games and stuff. So I think when rugby games come out, they don't necessarily sell brilliantly, because a lot of the rugby audience tends to be older, and therefore not as many people are picking up a rugby game as like a FIFA game. So the games don't make a lot of money, which means that big companies wanting to make a rugby game are like, why would a company invest 200 million into make a rugby game if they make 5 million at the end of it. Like, it doesn't make business sense to do it. So a lot of the really mega studios are never going to want to make a rugby game because to them it's not profitable. So what ends up happening is they wait for another team to come involved, someone who feels like they can passionately take on a rugby game and feel like they can do it well. But it will typically be probably given out to a smaller... Oh, Coriobetti, and again, this guy's MVP of us so far. It will typically be given to a slightly smaller studio in terms of just, gaming, that you won't be having like an EA Studios. Having big ant studios is a big bonus for rugby games and stuff. But when a smaller studio tends to make a game, it will normally not be quite as good as if a big studio makes it. So what happens is that the smaller studio makes a rugby game, they put it out, and then it doesn't get received well because a lot of people didn't enjoy the game, or it's buggy, or there's issues, or it's just, ends up being kind of low quality like some of them have been in the past. And therefore, they don't sell well. So if they were ever going to make 5 million, now they only made 2 million because that game was really bad because, a lower end developer got a hold of it. So now, if you're a big company, you're looking at it going, well, why would we spend 50 million if it only makes 2 million? It's even worse. It's even worse than it was before. So it goes in this really weird cycle where, because no big studios are willing to take, any sort of loss on a game, you get stuck with the small studios who end up making slightly worse games, and therefore rugby games get known as being bad games, and therefore nobody buys rugby games because they expect them to be bad, or they expect them to be, much... Why am I passing this ball? What am I doing? Let's wait for this. Go red clock. And then it just cycles. It cycles. You need a game to break the cycle and do something. Unfortunately, people have waited a long time for it. Like, Rugby 2015 was terrible. I hated that game. There was no rugby game in 2019 for, like, the World Cup, which astonished me. Japan having the World Cup. Japan have got great gaming studios. I thought someone would make a rugby game. Nothing came out for that. Then we had Rugby 20, which, Eco Software involved with it. And it was better than Rugby 2015. I still don't think it was better than Rugby 2011. And then they, didn't have anything for 2021. There's no point making a new game just to update player rosters for 1 year for rugby games because they don't generate the money. And then you have Rugby 22, which I think a lot of people expected to be a big step up, and wasn't an enormous step up. I mean, some of the mods... look at this Fijian kit. Look how cool this is. Like, one of my subscribers made these kits. Why aren't the developers making these? Why aren't they just doing free DLC to get people back into playing the game? Why are we waiting on the community to do it? So, yeah, rugby games really struggle because they just don't sell well, and so no big companies get involved. So you end up having these, like you say, it's like rugby. There was no Rugby 21, no Rugby 23. Because they aren't at a level with FIFA where you could make a game every year and have people buy it. They would have to show some sort of big improvement, and the only real improvement they can make in these rugby games at the minute seems to be player rosters. So if Rugby 24 can break the cycle, official World Cup game, then great. I'm all for it. But we'll wait and see. A lot of people were really down though when they delayed that game. And they were like, well, this just goes to show the game is going to be terrible. And people have written it off already. That's one of the issues when you have to delay a game. People just expect it to be bad. But if you delay a game, it better be good on release. Otherwise, you will probably have quite a lot of people not very happy with you. Oh, look at that. Great defense. Oh, I jinxed him there. I was going to say great defense by the Fijian fullback there to not take the tackle, but then got stepped around. Who is the fullback for Fiji in this game? Troasisi, I think. Look at that. Didn't take the tackle, waited for it, and then missed that tackle. Oh, man, you got to make that. Got to make that tackle hit. Petri, you're 13, are you, Petri? Yeah, so you go. So you're prime sort of gamer market, probably for sports games, which is, where you want to be. But, yeah, I think a lot of people maybe a little bit too old for the video game stuff. I see it in I've got people who've been subscribed to the channel for a really long time who've said in the comments before, like, they really enjoy the preview videos, they really enjoy the review video. Oh, hello, what's this? They really enjoy the review videos on me just talking about rugby, but the gaming stuff just isn't for them. And it's, and that's just, they're getting over for this one. Can we push it back over? No. And it's a shame. They need positivity, but you've also got to make a good game in order to have the positivity. Bears Game said, you'll end up with Sexton and I'll end up with Dan Cole. There we go. That sounds like a fun trade. Penalties only. You can kick with Dan Cole. I'll kick with Sexton. I wonder if they'll have a transfer market in Rugby 24. That would be cool. Like if you had, like, if they did the card system thing again, and they kept the cards in, but like you could sell cards in like an online store, like in-game. I think that'd be fun. Oh, here we go. Karevi, and again, Paisami. Corey Betty out on his... Oh! How do you miss that? How do you not pick that ball up? That is outrageous. Let's see if we can get this pick up here. Oh, need to get out wide. Boys, we're struggling. Why is my defense set up? 3. That'll be why I'm struggling to stay wide. Gotta run all the way out here now. Yep. Well held. Oh, good tackle there. Skelton coming in clutch once again. Skelton has been a monster. Did anyone see the stats that came, by the way, from the World Cup? I saw that Marcus Kramer not just like broke the record for amount of tackles in the World Cup, but like really demolished it. It's like the highest number of tackles was like 82, and Marcus Kramer made 93 this year. And you've got like all the top 5 are like 83, 82, 78. They're all really close to each other. And Marcus Kramer just came in and said, "Yep, I'll beat that." 10 more than anyone ever in history in a World Cup. Awesome stat by him. Doesn't stop, that guy. Oh, Tani Alatupo on a big run. Good try. Good try. Pedro says the gaming part is my favourite. Awesome. Yeah, that's what I love. To be honest, when we get into the new year, I'm probably going to be leaning far more into the gaming stuff. I've been talking about making a bit of a change on the channel for a while. There'll probably be some big changes when it comes around to the new year, and just having the amount of free time I have is dwindling more and more. I'm very heavily thinking at the minute about in the new year the channel will become much more rugby gaming and rugby live streams, and doing all that sort of like fun stuff as opposed to a bit more of the review videos and the preview videos and stuff. So watch this space, Pedri. We'll probably be having a lot more games. I definitely want to look forward to doing. Well, hopefully, if Rugby 24 is solid and all working by. Has my scrum half been picked? Nope. Okay. Well, Paisami, you're going to do it. Hopefully, if Rugby 24 is solid and all working well, we can do the Six Nations on Rugby 24. That'll be fun. Can you play as England later on, says Captain Lewis? Absolutely, we can play as England later on. I mean, to be fair, where are we on now? This is our 3rd pool match, and in Rugby 22 there's only 4 teams, so we're almost into the quarters. We can play as England afterwards as well, because we have the actual licensed England team now, again, because of modding, which is awesome. So we can play as the England team. Oh, Jordi Pataya with a double sidestep there. No, we're not going to be able to take that on. You're in Rugby 24 mobile. You can trade players for training. I wasn't paying attention. I tried to loop back around. That didn't work for me. What are we up for? We're only 7 up. I need to pay attention. Hang on. I will read chat in a minute. I just need to try and survive this for the second. I'm sure we're already in the quarterfinals because we've won 2 games. Right. Soon if we take a draw here. Oh, that's a solid first scrum. Oh, and again. Here we go, boys. Pick it up. Valentini, get that out. There we go. Jordi Pataya. That's a decent exit. Oh, who's on it? It's Quade Cooper. What a pass. Well, exits don't get better than that, guys. Look at that. From our 5-meter line, we're all the way up into their 22 now. That's where we want to be. Oh, who got injured? Who is that? Number 8. Oh no, we've lost Valentini. Sacrifice for the team. It was necessary. Jordi Pataya. Oh, another great catch. Droa CC, not great in defence in this game, but under the high ball has been a bit of a beast. Grevy break through that line once again. Here we go. Let's drop Quade Cooper back here. See if we can take a oh, Christ. That guy's fast, isn't he? Let's see if we... I was trying to get a drop goal. Will Skelton. Oh, driven back. Look at the dominant tackles coming in now by Fiji. Let's go for a cheeky kick here. See if we can beat... Oh, yeah. Drovo Cece backed out of it. Right. Get on it there. Valentini. Well, referee. Offside. Maybe. A little bit. We can seal this game out. Right. Andrew Kelly, right. Bit that right back there. Oh, the wind's taking it. I was like, oh, I'm going to stick that right in the corner. Again, Rugby 2011 had some beautiful kicks right into the 5-meter channel because I was able to guide my kicks where I wanted them to. In this game, the wind just takes them. The wind, you can't tell what direction it's going in, decides to ruin your thing for you. See if Cario Betty can do something absolutely wild here. Big grubber kick, chasing down. Get with him, boys. Oh, good steal. Taliela Tupou. An up and under. Classic Taliela Tupou move. What you love to see from the prop. Oh, Michael Hooper. Oh, charging to the line. The pick and goes. Nick White dives. Scores it. There we go. Didn't get our bonus point, but we'll take it. Hoping that Rugby 24 breaks the cycle is a fantastic game with lots of game modes and content. That will be a huge help for our channels. There is only so far a channel can go covering bad kids, yeah. That is the way. I mean, you know it's a great sign, Bears, when, you and a modern community, to be fair, are still making videos and making content about rugby on Rugby 08. Like, isn't that... Rugby... Oh, I've missed that kick. You know what? Screw it. There you are. I missed the kick. Wait. This is why Eddie Jones didn't pick you. You can't convert any of these things. But Rugby 08 is so long ago. 15 years? 15 years? And it's still what we, you focus on in terms of getting, a really enjoyable game of rugby. I made plenty of content over Rugby 20, over Rugby 22. But yeah, it is tough to do content as well, right? I mean, you can do the games that are run on the weekend and what have you, and all that fun stuff, but like, a career mode. I'd love to do a really interesting career mode on the channel and do a whole series and stuff, but playing with my 95 rated team in the very first season and dominating every team isn't really fun content, I don't think, to watch. Maybe some people would enjoy that. But yeah, I don't think I would enjoy playing too many of those games. What is up with my controller? What are you doing? There we go. I've just gained about 3 yards of cable by actually looking at where my my thing had been tied up. Right, we are on to the quarterfinals against Japan. It's a decent draw. I like it. Let's see what the fixture list is looking like. So we are against Japan. Oh, some big results here. South Africa dominated the USA. Ireland narrowly beat Georgia. Narrowly. 2 points in it. Scotland, 25 points to 18. Look away, Bears. Look away, Captain Lewis. It's a brutal game's gone on there. And then Australia versus Japan. It's a South Africa-Ireland semi-final. So we're going on to play Scotland if we can beat Japan. I don't want to lie, guys. This has been a lovely tournament. We've had a couple of tough games, but I feel like these games look a little bit easier than what we've already come up against. Oh, nearly got there. Let's get a big crash here. Don't let Matsushima get on. Nope, pick that one up. Okay, right, let's set that one up to a 4 as well. Rugby 22 is not a proper career mode. We want to play as a club team and lead them to glory, European tournaments, then get offered an international job, win the World Cup, full J. That would be really cool, Bears. I love that idea. I would love if you actually could even do... I think FIFA did it, or even like racing games have done it. I've played a couple of like bike games. My old flatmate used to, or still does play a lot of F1 games. And in those games, they even have like your first season in a game is like you're like a nobody, and you like if it was like Formula, you would drive for like some Formula 6 team or something, or if you're like bikes, you start in whatever it is in bikes like 100cc or something. Like it would be really fun to start out in a rugby game as like a nothing team. Like all the players are fake and the teams are fake, but like it's really low-end rugby, like an under-20 side that you're coaching. And then if you can like do well with that career, you get offered the job to maybe go over to like a club level team, and then like you sign on for the club level team. Like you say, you pick your club level team, and that's like who you would maybe go on to coach if you coach one of the English teams. You maybe get the England job. If you coached the Irish teams, you could coach Ireland, and you could build your way up. That would be good fun. I'd like to do all it, but obviously still playing the games. I wouldn't want it just to be like a manager game, but you as like a player get to progress through the teams if you're doing it. As well as I would like to see the like I know Rugby Challenge 4 had the like be a player or be a pro or create a player, whatever they called it in Rugby Challenge 4. I would like one of them where you could make a player and play through a series as well. I think that would be fun.
Crouch.
Although I'd probably just try and cheat and give my player 99 everything. Call in the Mad Dragon and just run circles around players. There is a very fun thing you can do, which I did do once on oh, nearly got through there. On Rugby 2011, you can change the stats of players. And I can't remember who I did it with. Maybe it was, I don't know who I did it with. Maybe like Fiji or Tonga or so on. I did make all the props, like all the front row, to have 99 speed. So you'd have like a scrum, and then you get into the next ruck, and then you pass the ball to a prop, and he's outrunning. Who would be in that game? I can't even think of the actual players where I've changed all their names now. But like, you've got a prop outrunning Darcy Graham with his 99 speed on the huge charge. World Player of the Year. Oh, come on, boys, drive forward. Right. Where are we looking at? Oh, we've got to go left here. Corey Betty's getting a try all day long. Go, 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 go. Oh, what a great tackle. Has he stayed in play? No. For some reason, he needed to roll into touch. Can you make a new club career series? How do you mean, Pedri? As in, like for the channel on this game? Like, would I do it? Or are you asking for, like, if Rugby 24 would have it? I have considered it. I did actually put a poll out on the channel once whether people would want to see it. Would people want to watch it? And it was like 51% of people said no. They didn't want to watch a career season. Now that might be because they're not into the gaming stuff. It might be that Karevi's going to take a big hit there. That they don't think Rugby 22 has the distance to actually make that series enjoyable and to sit down and watch. I don't know how many games do you play in a series. 18, 20. Would you actually want to watch that many go on? So I don't know. But if Rugby 24 has a good career mode, I could absolutely see myself wanting to do like a full series with a team. Let's see if we can get. I'm trying to read chat and try to do two things at once. Shouldn't do this. Oh, fine. God, shake it in. Oh, just going through tackles here. What are my players doing? Does anyone else feel like I don't have 15 players? I'm counting about 7, and there's 3 in the ruck. Where is everybody else? Everywhere I pass, I am outmarked by about 3 people. Have I got my full team on the field? Jordan Bataya taken down on the wing. I feel like I don't have all my players. Corey Betty's playing deep over there, apparently. Right. Oh, pass back inside here. Yep, Quade Cooper. Good move there. Back up to Corey Betty. Oh, here we go. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pass back inside. Hunter Paisami. Outrageous play. Showboating. Just to be mean. I didn't see anything on that England score. It's like Eddie Jones never left. I think Rugby 24 should let us create our own player and lead him to glorious FIFA does. Yeah, I think it'd be really fun. The only thing I think with maybe a rugby game is I don't know how it works in terms of like position. Like where would your player be if you were going to have like a player? I imagine most people would either want to play as like a 10 or a winger. Like, you'd want to be in sort of the action zones. I can't see many people wanting to create a player and do a series as like a loose head prop, where you're involved in a lot of scrummaging, a lot of tackling for your team, and then you get subbed off at 50 minutes. I can't imagine a lot of people want to do that. you know, maybe like a fullback, you know. You catch a couple of kicks and get some good clearance kicks, but are you involved in the game a lot? I don't know. I feel like a lot of people would end up being like a number 10 or a winger to score tries. I wonder what position you'd want to play in. I might quite like playing as a scrum half. I used to play scrum half. I might quite enjoy being a scrum half, but would I pass the ball, or would I be like Cobus Reinach, just looking for... I want to get a try. Let's kick that down. That's a decent kick by Karaviachi. Is it going to bounce for us? Nope. Horrible bounce. Michael Hooper chasing this one up. Oh, good handoff. Put him in touch. Great tackle. A rugby game that you are one player going up to a national team cap, like get promoted. Yeah, I think that'd be really fun. I don't know why I'm struggling reading so much today. I think it's been a long day for me, guys, in work. I realised the issue. I'm struggling to read today. I'm very glad I have chat working, though. It's been such an issue for previous live streams of just not having the chat working. Oh, Coriobetti, like a madman on the outside. Oh, great tackle. Coming in there, had to be made. Should we just be absolutely brutal to this team? Oh no, it's a driving maul. Oh no. Try. Painful. Fix that, please, Big Ant Studios. I do not want to be able to just walk over a maul with absolute ease. A rapid winger built like a prop, says Bez. Yes. Now there's you want to be. I mean, to be fair, it could be kind of fun to just make like just monster players. Like, well, I mean they kind of exist, right? Like Fakatava in the. I still missed another kick. Fakatava for Japan. You know, big old unit, but he's got some pace on him. Who is the Samoan guy who plays for Saracens? I can't think of his name. You know, but another guy, you know, absolutely big guy. We've got some good pace on him. It'd be fun to create an entire team of just like made-up players that are all monsters in their own field. I want wingers with 99 speed. I want locks that are 7'4". I want props that weigh 28 stone. I want to create a team of players that are exceptional at one thing, and that's why they play in that position. Theo McFarlane, thank you, Bears, getting in there. Yeah. Oh man, Japan have had a rough one in this one. It's been a bit of a rough game for Japan. Coriobetti, look at that for a little inside step, brutal, ankle breaking. Coriobetti's been MVP of the tournament, right? Another thing I think would be really fun, which I think would be just an enjoyable thing. I don't know if how many people would use it, is the only thing. And I sort of asked this of gaming, rugby games, for a while, is to have the ability to just let two teams play each other. I've seen it done in like WWE games and wrestling games, that you can like, you just pick which wrestlers are in a wrestling game, and then you don't play as anyone, and you just let the AI fight it out. I think that's really fun. I would love that to be a thing in a rugby game. I struggle to get a tackle in there. But just like, you know, you play as neither team, and you just let the AI play each other, and you could just let two teams play and just sort of, you know, watch the game as it goes on. For people like me who do like YouTube videos and stuff, you know, do commentary over the game, but it's not me forcing a win out of one team or what have you. It's just you just get to let the AI go and see what comes of it. I'm going to see if I can get a brutal. Oh, I was going to go for a 50-22. I don't know if it's. Do you still get a 50-22 if the clock is already red? I can't imagine so, right? Nah, kick that out. We're absolutely fine. We're on to the semi-final, guys. Have we conceded points yet? Oh yeah, actually we did. We conceded. Rico Ioane was it Rico? Oh no, was that the game before? Have we actually conceded anything yet? We're up against Scotland. Can I have a look? Australia points against. Oh, we conceded 12. Who did we concede points against? Oh, Wales got a try in the corner. I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember who got a try against us. Right, onto Scotland. Who got through to the final? South Africa. got through to the final, 26 points to 18 against Ireland. We're playing, potentially, if we win, the actual World Cup champions. That'll be fun. Rugby 22 is great, but there is definitely a lot of small improvements that need to be made for Rugby 24. Yeah, it mainly down to the game modes, the visuals. I mean, they've spoke about that they've got the photorealism thing right for the players, so players should look better. The players don't look awful in this game. You can kind of tell who some people are. Some people you cannot. Body shapes is something I want to see improved as well. Like a couple of the, Pierre Schoeman's a big boy, right? He knows he's a big boy. Why in this game is he as thin as Stuart Hogg? Like, the reason he's a prop is because he's a big lad. Like, I want to see like body proportions better on players. I want to see the facial looks of players look better. And actual stats to be pretty on point of the players. One thing I'm concerned about is teams that are ranked lower getting lower ranked players. So, like, one team I really want to play as in Rugby 24 is Portugal. I really want Portugal to do a tournament with and play as them. But what I don't want is to get the ball out to Storty out on the wing and find out he's got a pace of like 60. It's like, that guy is rapid and was outrunning top-tier international wingers. Like, I want to see, even if the team is rated like whatever Portugal are at the minute, like 72 or something, like, I still want to see the players be represented correctly. I still want to get out to a Portuguese winger and it be like, okay, he can still, do something for our team and make an impact and so on. There's a lot of those things need to be changed. Stadiums and stuff. I mean, the game visually, the game gets quite a lot of hate for the visual look. I don't really know what people want to be able to see. It's a hard thing to have like a top-down thing. I played FIFA 23. Is that what came out? I got it on the EA Game Pass thing on the Xbox, and like it's not wildly better to me. Like, you've still got a TV camera angle, like the players run. Like, I'm not sure how much detail you want to be seeing. The grass could look better. I feel like it would be nice to have impact on the grass. Something that they lost from the original version of this game, which I don't know what happened to that. I'm guessing it was running games too hard. But when this game first came out, the pitch used to get torn up. Like, if it was in the rain, there would be patches of muddy grass, and the grass would get churned up. And it's gone. They removed that. So now it's just this flat bed of green. I'd like them to add a bit more of that back in, maybe make some impacts into the pitch. Scrums collapsing. Scrum collapse. Pitch gave way. Move the scrum over a bit. Add little realistic things in that, I think stuff like that would be great. Maybe other people wouldn't enjoy it. Some people just want fluid gameplay. I want little things like that involved in the game. Switch to the forward about be your own manager of your own team. Oh, Paisami taking it in there. My prediction is Rugby 24 will look fantastic, have lots of great game modes, but gameplay will be worse than Noughts and Crosses. Oh, Bears coming in with the hot takes. Yeah, I feel like the game... I don't think the game has any grounds to not look good, right? If they've been so vocal about the photo-realistic players and how good, the French and New Zealand players look in this game. If you actually look at the character models, like you can tell exactly who people are because they were the only two teams they did it for. I don't think there's a reason for the game to not look good. But yeah, you've got to land that game mechanics. I mean, it's astonishing that some of the things in Rugby 22 are still broken that were in Rugby 20 and never got fixed. The yellow card thing infuriates me to no end. Like, a player gets yellow carded and just runs back on the pitch after 10 minutes. And then, meanwhile, you get to half-time, the clock stops, and therefore a yellow card stops. You can play 10 minutes into a yellow card, at the end of a half, and it doesn't take any time off your yellow card. Red cards, if someone gets tackled and it's a bad tackle, yellow card and it goes for a bunker review. That sounds great. And then you actually have to wait and see if it will be a red card or something. Or Jordy Retire finishing it off. Just as a very small improvement, they should make the fans be able to wear old kits as well as the new ones to make it more realistic. Small change, but would make it more realistic. I mean, yeah, it's things you could do with... I think the only issue is I feel like people would exploit it for the wrong reasons. If you could trust people, there was... I used to play a lot of Forza games, the car games. Still missed. Have I kicked any today? And one of the games I used to love was Forza 4. And in Forza 4, you could make like your car like paint scheme. You chose a base coat of what color it was. You could add decals. You could add 300 different shapes and make patterns and make things. I made some really cool car patterns. I think it would be cool to have a kit editor the same way as they have like a car editor, so you could make your own kit, because that way they don't need to go and make all these things again. Have a community store and make like off the top of my head, I'll do like the Wales one. Make like the old Wales kit with like brains as the logo. Put the 3 feathers on. Like, you could make that out of shapes. The only problem is you would absolutely have someone who needs to just draw a massive dong on the chest. Somebody would, because they won't be able to resist it. But but if people didn't do that, and you could just make your own kit, and they gave you a series of like letters and shapes and stuff, I think it would be cool to have something like that. But yeah, you would absolutely play too many dong teams, because people are not mature. They wouldn't be able to do cool stuff. I made some cool car skins on Forza 4. I spent hours making really cool paint schemes for cars and interesting decals and coming up with different ideas of what you can do with the shapes. I think it'd be cool to do with a kit and stuff. Antara, do you know when Rugby 24 is coming out? Pedro, the answer at the end of January is the proposed date. We still wait and see. We're all still fingers crossed for end of January. We'll wait and see if it gets delayed any further, which I really hope it doesn't, but we'll have to see. I also think another thing would be nice for... considering they delayed it, would be if we actually got to play a beta. I think a beta would be fun, but wouldn't hold your breath. Oh, Roblio, there we go. Drag in, that's what we wanted. All day I've been waiting to drag in Darcy Graham. He's been making a nuisance out on that wing. Pick this one up. All right, magic hands Hamish Watson over here. Like a Jedi, using the Force to drag the ball back over to him. Outrageous. Referee. What's the law say about this in rugby? Oh, let's get this out wide. Quick, Karevi, get that pass out. Awful pass. Karevi has struggled throughout this entire tournament at getting those passes away. Nick White. Oh, can't find a move. Nowhere through. There we go. Look at a kick. Great tackle. Push him into touch there. Wish you could control the replays and save some highlights. Yeah, absolutely. That is a number one thing I want to see added into it, especially from me doing the YouTube thing. Bears, I'm sure, is probably the same, to just want to make more interesting content. Like, we want to be able to do like highlight reels and or like I know Bears does like big series and stuff. He does like with like club level and stuff, or he did one with the England series, right, Bears, over the World Cup. Like, save your tries from different camera angles, and then at the end of the year you get to do like a try of the tournament, and you get to show, let us be a bit creative with it. Let us make something a bit interesting, and it can't be hard to implement. Rugby 2011 has different camera angles in replays. FIFA 10 on the Nintendo DS, which I used to play, has the ability to do instant replay and choose different camera angles and save replays and stuff. It can't be hard to do in terms of gaming worlds. Like, it must be a thing they can implement relatively easy. Right, let's put that back down. There we go. Yeah, they thought I was going to pass it. Drop down. 50-22. Come on. Well, okay, kind of. Not quite how I wanted it, but, could have done that. Imagine if they had a cutscene where it went to the TMO's office and you saw them deciding what card it would be. Yeah, stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I feel like it can. It could even. I don't know how you would try and implement it, but I think if you actually wanted to really sit down and think of a way to make it work right, I would maybe do. Different tackle buttons, right? So like in this game, the only way you can tackle people is it A? I don't even use it. Is it A or B? I don't even know what the actual. I always just use the thumbstick. I think it should be. That like you do a tackle with, like, if your player just makes contact with an opposition player, they tackle them. Then you could have a I'm gonna run this into touch here. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. Then you could have like in Rugby 08 and in Rugby 2011, where they like dive tackle could be your big tackle. And then you could even add the thumbstick in as like a tactical tackle. So maybe it's, a big impact tackle. Maybe you get to choose what direction you drive the player back in. But different tackles have different impacts. So if you just run into the player and make a tackle, it's just a tackle. They might break through it and they might carry on going, and when it gets around to the ruck, you have, every man for themselves. If you do a big tackle, it can go wrong more often if you mistime it, or if a player's passed the ball and it's cast off the ball, and therefore it would have its own little system behind it of yellow card, red card, just a penalty, and you would choose whether you're going to risk going for the big tackle and maybe get yellow carded, or if you feel confident, you could just get a big tackle. You've got an advantage at the next ruck to steal the ball off them. I think they could build it into the game. I think there must be a system you could go through to do it. But yeah, an actual like cutscene. Let's go to the TMO's office. They've all got a bunch of screens or something, or a camera pans up to a TV screen in the stadium, and it says like, tries, no try, or a try, or yellow card, or a red card. You get to see the referee hand a card to someone. That's another thing. Where's the animation for a player getting yellow carded? I want to see that, rather opposed to just looking at the top of the screen and seeing their name with a yellow card next to it. Did you see Wales' number falling off in the quarterfinal? Yeah. That's it's about where Wales is at, to be fair. We can't even make jerseys well. It's not a great look for the manufacturer, but yeah, their number's not doing well. I think, for example, if you could play as England in the Rugby World Cup 2023 mode, there should be someone wearing a 2019 kit World Cup, or 2011 or 1995 kit, as fans do in real life. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that could be a thing. Again, if you had to create a kit, apply it to the fans in the stadium, and you could have different fans wearing different kits and stuff. Home and away kits. People don't just have like a white kit for England. They might have this sort of bluey black one. Imagine man of the match, yeah. Little cutscene of like a post match interview. If you're a creator player, maybe you get to be interviewed. You get to be captain of the team. You get to be interviewed. You have to answer questions. How do you think that game went? And you have multi-choice. Pick it on the arrow keys. Pick an answer. If it's not a good answer, you get a little bit of hatred. Welcome to YouTube. Social media gets on your back. You dropped me a DM on Twitter earlier. I could pop on for a game a bit later if you fancy. Absolutely, Bears. Hey, if we want to try it out, yeah. To be honest, Bear, I work with two screens. I have the game on one screen. I have OBS on the other screen with chat. I ain't looking at Twitter. I really need to get a third screen. But yeah, I mean, we could absolutely give it a go. I mean, I have no idea how well the multiplayer will hold up. But if you've got some time, mate, we could jump on a game and do it. I mean, we're on to the final, right? This is the last game. So we'll see if we can actually win the World Cup to begin with. As Jordi Bataya, no, not around Orense. See, this is the remember when I played as South Africa and I was struggling to get them going? Look how good they are when the AI plays them. I think. Take him down. Okay, hang on, boys, hang on. I might need to get. Yeah, Captain Lewis. We'll absolutely do an England game. We'll do an England game first, but. If Bears, if you let me know, I nearly got that out. Yeah, but Bears, if you let me know sort of what time frame you're free for. If you're free for the next 2 hours, great. If you're free for the next 20 minutes, we'll do that first, because obviously if you've got a limited time schedule, then, you know, we'll squeeze that one in first. I'm probably going to be streaming for another hour and 10. I'll probably stream till 10 anyway. So we've got time to fit some other stuff in. Do some multiplayer. We do some... damn. Or do some requested games and stuff. It'd be fun to show off a few of the kits as well. I felt really bad because Waldo, you know, spent all this time doing all these really cool kits, and I wanted to do loads of gaming videos over the World Cup, and I got ill during the quarterfinals, and I just had no voice, no energy to be able to do like the games and stuff. So I felt really bad that he put all this work in, and I wasn't able to show it off in enough of the videos and stuff. So it'd be fun to play as a few of the teams and see some of the other kids. So before pick up the ball, boys. What are you doing? So yeah, we can do some requested games as well by the end of it. I wouldn't be able to jump on video audio, but jump on for a game, a bit of a test run for future, see what the connections are. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, we don't need to do anything too wild. We just, I mean, to be fair, there is nobody searching for a multiplayer game, right? So, if you will, what's better for you, Bears? Is it better we do it sooner rather than later, or do you want to do it, you know, in a bit? What's best for you? I know you've got your own busy home life as well. But yeah, we'll check it on. We'll just search for a multiplayer game at the same time. We're almost guaranteed to find each other because no one else is searching. Oh, it's Corey Betty, the player of the tournament, goes over for the first try. And we'll just jump on a game, and that's fine. To be honest, I'm not sure whether my PC would hold up OBS, game, and Discord and streaming. It might just explode. So I don't think that's too bad, mate. It's fine. We'll just jump on a game. We got a kick, guys. It's a sign. It's a sign we're destined to win the final here. If we can kick, that's all we need, right? South Africa have shown us. They've shown us the way. If you have a good kicker, and you can take them when they're... Hey, red van! Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Scratch the last 10 seconds of what I just said. Ah, yes. Oh, wow, we get to watch the replay from the kickoff. That's how fast they got that. Andrew Kellaway, yet again, not picking up the ball. That was painful. We play another game or two. I'll set myself up quickly and get the game to blow the cobwebs. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, awesome. So we'll finish off this final. We'll play a game as England. Anyone who you want to see play against, Captain Lewis? You're the one who suggested England. Anyone? Oh, that's a not good kick. Anyone who want to see it actually played against as a game, and then after we finish that game off, we'll jump on with Bears. We'll see how terrible the multiplayer wants to be. To be fair, the last few games that we've done on stream on multiplayer have been better than expected. We've had a couple of issues. You know, we're never going to get away completely freely, but we had some decent games with connections actually holding up for us. We can chase him down here. Oh, and again. Oh, Faf. Oh, great kick by Faf, but gone into to half time. We'll see how the multiplayer holds up. Right, Quaid. Deep kick right down into their 22. Do not let Cheslin Colby get out. Oh, what a pass. An unbelievable... My goodness, what was that? A 60-meter pass. Look at this again. Right. 4. Go for width. It's the only thing this South Africa team seems to be not very good at is going wide. So we need to go wide in order to punish them. Come on. There we go. That's what we wanted. Right. Now ship it left because all their players are stuck here. Karevi. Get it out. Koriobetti. Oh, lovely sidestep. One-on-one with Villy LaRue. Gets around another one. And another one. He's still going. Carrying hard. Okay. Oh, man. Right. How fast can we get this out to the wing? Here we go. Quick ball. Quick ball. Oh, Will Skelton through the gap. Oh, lovely try. Through the post. Not just through the gap. Through the post. Like an X-Men. Maybe... oh, I can't read... Oh, that's... What is with this stupid heart thing in chat? It's overlapping the comment section for me. I can't read your guys' comments. South Africa something something remake, maybe England win. There we go. We could do that. We'll do England, South Africa. That'll be a fun game. This is my warm-up. This is my warm-up for getting into it to play. England are a really weird team in this game. They're really highly rated because, of course, they got all the mods on and stuff, right? Like in order to have the official team. They're really hard to play with. They seem to suck at the aerial game. They just let the ball bounce constantly, so they're a real nightmare to play with. As was the South Africa team, totally different to play with. I like the switch up, but it is tricky. Come on, boys. Big scrum for the final. We're 7-0 up. 7-0? No, we're not. We're 14-7. We're 7 points in the lead. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, let's drop it back. Big breakaway. Nick White. Oh, hit the gap beautifully. Quay Cooper. Oh, couldn't get that final pass, and now Cheslin Colby's away. Oh, no. No, no. You've got to run the length of the field. Here we go. Oh, got back for the tackle. Cheslin Colby. This is a good game. Christ. Cheslin Colby's got some pace. Just got that pass away. Didn't get there. Got the sidestep. Andrew Kellaway's got to do better. Hitch stopped. Stopped dead. Stopped running. What a try. Did get back for the tackle, but grabbing him round the waist. Not what I want to do. I want to see someone smash into him there and make him dislodge the ball. Oh, Marnie Libbok's learned how to kick. My downfall. Here it comes. Right, come on, Quaid. Back down into that 22. No one chasing after. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's getting awfully familiar from a World Cup final. Here comes the first yellow card. Uh-oh. Okay. We will still have some time left on the clock at the end of this yellow card. Although, if we can get it out wide to Pataya. Oh, maybe we don't even care we're a man down. A little grubber kick along the ground. Put them under pressure. There we go. Drag him out. Yes. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. Go quickly to the front. They didn't buy it. Go into the back. Take it in. Everybody in. Let's see how good the South African maul is. Not good enough. We'll take another one. We'll take another. We're down a man. But we can still score. What do you think was the biggest shock of this World Cup? I think is Portugal beating Fiji. Yeah, I would have to say. I was thinking about that just before the stream. I was thinking, did we really have a really big like upset? Uruguay nearly beating Italy. Could have been there if Italy hadn't had a much better second half. Portugal beating Fiji is probably the closest thing we had to like a major upset, especially with how well Fiji actually did in this World Cup. And their expectations going into it. Oh, God, this is not going to be good. Yeah, all right, hang on. Let me hold off for Cheslin Colby here. There we go. Just shut him down. Don't let him do that thing again where he runs the length of the pitch. Yeah, I would have to probably agree with you. I don't think there was one that was more of an upset. There were some games I absolutely didn't see going the way they did. I really thought Wales would beat Argentina by the form that they were going on in the actual tournament. What else were some other ones? I thought South Africa would beat Scotland. Oh, I thought South Africa would beat Ireland. That was another one. I remember doing that prediction. I think I even said that in the preview video. I think I said for South Africa to beat Ireland. Again, I thought they were looking good. And they fell just short by that one. Right, Jordan Bataya, get that off, please. We'll take it. 21-14. Tighter than I wanted it to be. We'll take it. World Cup final with Australia. Time to hire me, Wallabies. Get me over there. I couldn't do worse than Eddie Jones, right? At least I'd probably pick Michael Hooper. Eric is in. How you doing, man? I'm doing very well, Eric. Hope you are doing well, mate. When we get in rugby, Pedro's in again. Yep, the end of January is we're hoping. We're waiting and seeing. We're waiting and seeing for what they have to say. There's our beautiful text box, guys. Don't we feel proud of our achievement? Oh, man. Why don't they? Why would you not make an animation for that? It's like that must be one of the most obvious things to do. Make an animation. Right. We will chuck on an England game. What do we say? England, South Africa. Let's go to an actual stadium. We'll get that kicked off. Pedri says, you think France, New Zealand? I thought France would beat New Zealand. I had that one down from the prediction, and I think I even said in the preview video as well. I thought that would happen. Best World Cup game, France versus South Africa. Yeah, I was astonished that how close the France, South Africa, and the New Zealand Ireland one were in terms of just their performance. Two slightly different games, but just brilliant games of rugby. What an awesome quarterfinals were great. I really wish those were the semi-finals. I really wish they had filmed that way so it could have been like that. Were you shocked with Australia's performance, or do you see it coming? I predicted Australia to go out before the quarters, and I got a lot of people being very angry at me in the comment section. Like, this loser thinks Wales will win the pool, and they did. It's almost like I kind of know something about rugby. But yeah, the odds were against it. It was 25-1 for Australia not to qualify. Yeah, I felt kind of confident in saying I didn't think Australia were going to get out, but a lot of people were surprised by it. I did see, I checked out Connor Does Rugby's prediction versus reality video today after work. And he did a really good job with his video, just like going over his reactions. He had Australia to win Pool C, and he just cuts to him as he's like saying his prediction. He just cuts to him like just shaking his head, like, "Yep, right, come on, let's see if we can pull something together here." I feel like I've been paying too much attention to this Sam Underhill going down. Oh yeah, why does Sam Underhill? Where did Sam Underhill come back into this England team from? I couldn't believe he was playing in that semi-final. I had no idea he was even in the team. And then he just sort of popped up for the semi-final and had a great game. Oh man, look at this ball. Put him in touch. Beautiful. That's exactly what we wanted. Captain Lewis says, sweat is coming off your head. We can all see it. No, you can't. I'm not sweating. There's no issue. What do you mean? I feel confident in my own ability to be able to get these great wins. Oh, Marcus Smith. Not going to go anywhere there. I'm trying to reach out at the same time. If you watch my England Rugby 08 playthrough, something, trying to read two things at once. Hang on, Bears. Noel, back inside. Oh, Joe Marchant carrying hard. I haven't used a single set play tonight. Doesn't that say something, right, about the set plays? Should we do one? Let's do one. Let's do a set play. Get ready, Bears. This is prep work for you, okay? I'm going to throw all the set plays at you, and they're all going to work exactly how, like that. Oh, man. That was awful. Oh, my God. Max Malins. Get on the ball, boy. Come on. Let's go. Another good clearance kick. He found grass again. I think he was... Oh, man. How did he not get that out? Oh, Johnny May. If you watch my England playthrough on Rugby 8, you'll see the World Cup presentation cutscene. It's incredible. Yeah. I mean, just why would you not add in... Why? I don't know how it got launched without an animation, though. Like, do you not think, like, even in, like, the development room, as a team of people sat around a table, someone would say, if you win the World Cup, what happens? They were like, oh, just put a text box on screen that says, you won. Like, why wouldn't you create an animation? Do you think Portugal could qualify for the next World Cup? Absolutely. I think Portugal could beat a lot of teams. I don't know if maybe it was a bit of a show because a lot of teams put up more like B teams versus Portugal, and therefore they struggled. But I think Portugal have got some immense players who don't stop. There was also a little bit of which I think, I know football's a massive thing over in Portugal, so I can imagine it's kind of built into it a little bit. There was a lot of people rolling around on the ground from Portugal when it came to, like, I'm injured. I don't want to see that, and it did buy them a few penalties to be able to move up. And the things that happened to them are illegal, and the penalty was right. I don't want to see people rolling around. Uruguay had a few as well. Like, literally holding their head, rolling around on the ground. It's like, what are you doing? It's rugby. If you do that, you should go off and have a HIA. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to come back on. Oh man, 0-0. I'm struggling in this one. Yeah, Kevin Lewis says Jack Willis got injured. Yeah, I had no idea he got injured. I didn't know how he got injured or what happened. And then Sam Underhill just came in. I had to go and look up why he was in the team because I thought Sam Underhill had stopped into international rugby. I don't know why. I haven't said his name for so long. I just kind of thought he'd gone. So I was kind of surprised to see him, but he did. He had a good game. What do you think of Ben Young's retirement? Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are going to be retiring, right? As it comes. Some people over here were like, "Oh, boys, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Oh, what are you doing there?" the player thing kept changing between two people. I wanted to be Jack Noel to chase him down. It kept switching me back to the fullback. What was that about? Yeah, a lot of people are going to be tired. Some people were telling me like they were surprised Lee Halfpenny retired. Like, the guy's like 34 or something, isn't he? And he's had like 1,000 injuries. Why would he not retire at the end of this World Cup? You know, a few people are going to be going. Donovan says, your player of the tournament. Depends on what you're looking for, I think. Someone that really impressed me throughout the tournament, who nobody seems to be talking about. Marvaca for France. I thought he had a phenomenal tournament. Having to come in with Julian Marchand injured and played every game brilliantly through the entire tournament until they went out. And yet I saw like the you know, who is your favourite player in each position, or, you know, player of the tournament. Everyone's like, oh, it's Dan Sheehan. It's like, Mal Vaca must be what an impressive tournament he had, and nobody talked about him. In terms of player of the tournament, Eben Etzebeth was very good for South Africa. Ardie Savea, another one that I think could be absolutely there. I've seen a lot of people saying Will Jordan about like best player. I think Will Jordan had moments of absolute brilliance. I'm not sure I would have him as my player of the tournament. Maybe I would lean towards Ardie Savea just because of the amount of work he was putting in every game. Oh, get out. Yeah, I think I would maybe say Ardie Savea. I'd have to actually sort of sit down and think about it and look at all the different players from different teams. I'd maybe lean towards Ardie Savea. Have they announced like a you know, men's World Cup like best player pool? Have they actually done that? I saw they put out the team of the year that they said. I don't know if they've already put one out for the World Cup. I haven't really been paying that much attention to stuff like that. Oh, come on, boys! Oh my God, I can't win a ruck. South Africa just get over everything. Do you think Rugby 24 is going to be good? Asked Morgan Jones. I hope so. What do we do here? Do I run it? Do I kick? Scrum. I don't think the clock runs when we have a scrum. I really hope so. I'm being very, very positive until we see something that says it's going to be terrible. Like, if we see gameplay and the gameplay looks awful, then I think you have every right to be very worried about it. But until then, I think it's best to try. What was that interception? Oh, see, this is where I want to go on the instant replay. Well, South Africa beat me there. That interception made it look like the player literally leapt in the air and got the ball. I've never seen that before. All right. First game I lose of the evening. South Africa just being relentless and not letting me do anything. But there we are. What were we saying? What were we talking about? Yeah, Rugby 24. So if we see the gameplay and it looks good, awesome. If we see gameplay and we get to test the game in a beta or something and it looks terrible, I'll be the first person to say it looks awful, right? But hold judgment until we get to see it. Captain Lou says that Johnny May has retired now. Yep, again another one you would think to be going right. I mean, he wasn't really even getting look into the England team a lot, right? So I can imagine him going. Jack tore his hamstring. Was that what we're talking about? Yeah, I don't remember what the injury was. Did you see Reece Zamit's celebration against Portugal? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan. Reece Zammit then went on to the press conference afterwards and was like, it's because he's my favourite footballer. And I was like, no, it wasn't. You wanted to rub it in. I don't like that because it's... Wales should beat Portugal by a good chunk of points, right? And I thought it was a bit cocky and a little bit like in your face. It's like, you should be winning this game, boys. You don't need to do extra celebrations, but... You know, maybe he is his favourite footballer. I don't know. I think he wanted to just rub it in, but there we go. Right, Bears, if you're still around, mate, do you want to try an online match? And we can have a search. Let me know if you're around and stuff. And let me know when to press search, and we can give it a go. Do you see what I mean about the England team in this game? They're really hard to do anything with. They are 88 in this game. Australia were 80, and I walked through every team. Players England have struggled. There's something about the mechanics of the England team are genuinely tough to do. If you play one more, hang around for 10 minutes. I'll definitely be on after that. No worries, mate. Well, we'll jump on to... anyone got a game they want to see played, or just teams played? What have we also got here? Scorer. We got a pack. Technician. We got a pack. Conclusion. Got a pack. Lots of packs to do. Start a match with about 1 or less stamina. That sounds fun. That'd be me playing rugby. Again, there's no random function. I think that'd be nice as well. Pick a league and then press random and it picks a player. Who have we not got to see really play tonight? We haven't done Argentina. We haven't done Georgia. Let's do Georgia. We haven't done Georgia. No one's named a team, so we'll jump ahead. Georgia Tonga. There you are. Not that pitch. That pitch sucks. Let's do Georgia Tonga. Let's go a little bit down a little bit, down into the tier 2 world for some fun rugby. Right, Avjanzadze. I've had to learn a lot about my pronunciations for my Georgian players. It's a tough old nation for someone like me to be able to pronounce their names correct. But it has been fun to try and learn some of their names. The commentators do very well when they have to go over people's names. But there are some very tricky names in the Georgian team. Oh, Atu Tardua. You get a little sidestep. Nope, not getting around there. Rush in. Oh wow. Tonga want to compete at the rucks, apparently. Let's get in there, boys. Okay. Why is Sharakadze dropping back in the pocket? That's not who I want. No, I still cannot get my fly half to drop in the pocket. That would be useful. Right, Tardua. Put that downfield. There we go. Good kick. Let's chase him down. Oh, didn't manage to get there. Okay. Gigayashvili, the big man, on the charge. Avjanzadze gets it out. Mikortaudze not managing to break through there. Let's see if we can go quickly. Out here, Lobjanidze. Little grubber kick around the outside. Try and push him into touch. Yes, beautiful. We will take an early line out here, just on the edge of their 22. We're going to go out the back, mix it up a little bit. There we go. Sharakadze, the captain, gives away a forward pass to nobody. Oh, here we go. Get over for him, boys. Don't let him get through. Great tackle by Tardua there. What did I have my defence set up as here? 3. Let's put that to a 4 because they are getting through the gaps at the minute.
No advantage.
Okay, we'll go back. Forward pass. South Africa's secret weapon is losing a game, says Pedri. It's a really interesting thought now, right? Because you win a World Cup, but you lost a game on the way. And it's interesting to think if well, who's the best team in the world right now? Well, the answer should be South Africa, right? And if they lost to Ireland, does that mean Ireland are like kind of still better? But then Ireland lost to New Zealand and South Africa beat New Zealand. So if South Africa can beat the team that beat them, like, does that make them the best? I don't really know how you sort of work that out. If you want to win a World Cup, I feel like you want to that full game all the way through, beat everybody, and you just we are outright the best. Nobody can put a hand on us. Ireland still get to claim something, I guess, from that World Cup, in the fact that they get to say, we beat the team that went on to win it. But I still think if South Africa just had a kicker for that game, they'd have won that one too. They missed so many points kicking at the posts. Just couldn't seal it out. I think they'd have had more games in this tournament where they could have stolen it by a point or 2 points. Had they just had someone that was just a little bit more on the mark with kicking than where Mani Libok was that day. Now let's drop it down here. Sharakadze. Long run round the outside. Yes, through the gap. Yes, here we go. Right, who's with me? Nobody. Absolutely nobody's with me. Get in there, boys. Right, we've got to go left quickly. And again, Mukataudze, Gogishashvili to Todua. Here we go. Grab a kick down the outside. Let's see if we can bounce that on again. Doesn't manage it. Riding tackles out. Oh, knocked it on. This team's handling. Cannot hold on to it. That decision on the end of Ireland and South Africa, you will have to remind me, Pedri. there's so many. There's been so much going on. I do remember at the end of that game thinking was there a driving maul? I remember thinking something about Tyg Byrne came in from the side. And I remember thinking, I think Ireland got away with one there right at the with the end. But I can't think what it was now. I've covered too many games. Over the last 8 weeks of my life, they've all begun to blur into one. Come on, boys. We've still got a yellow card. This yellow card's gone on for ages. Where did we get the yellow card? Did we play on a bit through the end of the first half then? That's why it slowed down a little bit. Come on, boys. Get on it. There we go. They're going to win one back there, but still with us. Right, take that out. Oh my god, right, let's just put that down there. Oh, that's a cheeky kick. Oh, good bounce. Okay. Big choice here. No, he tried to run it. No, that's not the way to go. And suddenly, Georgia pounce. Good clearance kick, though, by Tonga. Niniashvili. A little up and under here. Oh, doesn't manage to pick it up. Feel like we're all over Tonga here, but we can't quite get that final piece together. Okay, out to Tabo Taudze. Oh, what a great pickup there by the Tongan forward. Right off his feet. The box kick. Okay. 50-22 on. Wind's not going our way. Okay. It's bounced over the try line. Good exit. Nope, not a good exit. Okay. Up the inside. Oh, just about holding on. My goodness. What an interesting piece of play this has been. This has been quite fun here. Gorgadze. No, not to that man. I wanted the pop to the shoulder. We were through then. Objanidze. Oh, no. Come on. No. Get in there. Support the man. Support the man. I'm not even going to attempt to say that one. that name is outside my range, but Tabutatse takes it into the corner for our first try. Oh, the ball didn't come out. Yes, thank you, Pedri. That is, yes. And the ball kind of was out. And the referee ran round to the other side of the maul and then said the ball was now. What a tough call. I mean, the referees have had a really hard time over this World Cup. They've had so much hate coming towards them. But games like that, they're really hard calls, right? Any other maul, if it collapses, they give it a second. The ball doesn't come out. They just say it's a scrum. They know it's like a match-winning decision. I think he let it go a little bit longer than you would see in the 20th minute of the match, but then got himself kind of in the wrong position to see that the ball was there. I remember the scrum half ripping the ball out of the bottom of the maul, and it did come out, but the ref had already blown the whistle by then, and you know, that is rugby. But yeah, the refs have had some pretty harsh words over this. I saw some of the response about Wayne Barnes in the final getting like literal death threats, like because of like some of the calls. I was like, that's wild, man. Like, what is going on? It's like one of the fundamentals of rugby is like respect. And it's just every game that you saw across the World Cup, every single game I heard somebody saying, well, it helps when you've got 16 men on the field. Every game, doesn't matter who you were supporting, every game had somebody was saying the same thing. Referees cheated in this one, did they? Like the last one that wasn't even either of these two teams. Oh, can we get this out wide? No, don't give that. Do not lose this game from here, Georgia. Why have we not kicked this out? Do we kick it out? Do we carry on? Oh, see if we can get one more. Saganadze. No, back inside. Back outside again. There we go. That's where we want it. Oh, what a great tackle by the Tongan player there. Right, we've got to go quickly. Go out wide. Good pass. Right, little grubber kick. Oh, well. Referee. Took me after the kick, surely. Good shot. That's what we wanted. And again. And again. No! There's a big gap. Great recovery. Oh, and the drop ball. Okay. We survive. We survived that one. Needed to be made. What did I think about the Bongi Mbonambi and Tom Curry situation? That was such a weird explosion. That's again, it's one of the worst things about rugby and where it's gone now. The media just stepping in on everything and needing to blow everything out of proportion. I understand that whole story from both sides of the game, right? It's like Mbonambi's speaking his own language to the rest of his team. Why wouldn't he? He's made a call. You don't want the other team to hear what you're saying or to understand it. If you're playing France, they would speak French. He said something in his own language. It just so happens that the words sound like completely different words in English. Tom Curry's misheard what's been said. Rightfully gone, that's quite an insult here. Gone up to the referee and said, "Sir, did you hear this? Take it easy. I've not played in a few months." Right, 50-0. Here we go. Okay, I'll search for Game Bears. You just press search as well whenever, mate. But Tom Curry's misunderstood, what's been said. Gone to the referee. It's a big game. The referee, if he says, "I thought I heard that too," it might be a yellow card, might be a red card. There's no reason for Tom Curry not to approach the referee and ask the question. The referee said he hadn't heard it and play on. And then at the end of the game, you think that they would just sort of be like, well, nothing came of it. They did an investigation. Great by World Rugby. I'm glad they looked into it because it had a racial element to the insult. Sorry, Bears. Oh, go on, Bears. We got to do it, right? We already know what we want to do. It had a racial element. I'm glad it was investigated. It was investigated, and World Rugby said nothing doing. So, there it is. It's done. And you just move on from it. But again, I don't understand the refs. The social media pages. People hate Tom Curry. People hate Bongi Mbonambi. It's like, if you just take a step back and think about the situation, you can see it from both players' standpoints. Neither of them are necessarily wrong. Like, you understand their own perspectives. It's just the media wants there to be this horrendous story. I was really weirded out by the ITV coverage after that game. They did the England-Argentina one on ITV over here in the UK. And the ITV people, they were like, "So what do you think about the Tom Curry situation?" And they put the mic over to like Lawrence Dallaglio, and he was going, "Well, I don't want racism in rugby. So something needs to be done." It's like, well, hang on, they did an investigation and they said there was no racism. They said it was like a misunderstanding of two different languages. Like, there was no, you can't just optically change the situation. You're like, well, I don't want racism. Yeah, nobody does, but they've declared it wasn't. So what are you saying? I don't know. It is unfortunately the way it goes. Media feeds on negativity, so it was always going to be a story that blew up, unfortunately. Right, me and Bears, England and Wales. This should be a fun old game, which neither of us is going to take seriously, right, Bears? We'll see how he gets on. The whistle has gone. Owen Farrell to get us kicked off. Let's see how how it holds up. Oh, it already looks absolutely terrible. Well, I don't know how it's looking for you, Bears. It is questionable at best on my end. Oh, That was nearly an unbelievable 50-22. Oh, why does this game suck so much? Shocking. Yeah, okay, good. Well, at least we're both struggling. Well, there you go, guys. At least this could now end 50-0 either way. Like, because I don't know. How do we... Oh, my God. This game... Look at the maul! I did play 1 or 2 games where it worked and it looked decent. Hey, we won a ruck. There we go. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, here we go. Out to George North. On the big charge. Out to Rhys Savitt. Will he get tackled? Who knows? Because I don't know what's happening. Yeah! Oh, man. What happened? I didn't know when to press A because it was so jumpy. Look at it. If I pressed A too early, he was going to kick the ball dead. If I pressed A too late, he was going to run it dead. How do you work it out? This is something we can all agree on, right? The multiplayer needs to work in Rugby 24 because this is painful. Bears just had Zammit skip from the halfway line to the try line. That's what he's like, Bears. He's like the Flash. He's, you know, 1 second he's there, 1 second he's not. Oh, man. Look how jumpy it is. Oh, someone's through. Who's through there? Oh, we've got... Ruck didn't even happen that time. Okay. Take it in, boys. Here we go.
Play on.
What do you mean, play on? Play on what? What's happened? What was the advantage for? What did I do? I don't know what my penalty was, ref. You didn't say. Oh, I can only imagine how bad scrums are going to be, Bears. Let's see where this ball's going to appear. Oh, still waiting. Still waiting. Bears has probably finished a scrum by the time this is loaded on my screen. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, we got the tackle. We got the tackle. Okay. Get in there, boys.
You can play.
Why do you keep getting penalties, Bears? What am I doing on your screen that... He's paid the ref. He's paid the ref. It's like real World Cup officiating. What's this penalty? I don't know what I've done. Nothing happened. Oh, he's going big. Boy, he's going big. He's going right in that corner. He wants it. He wants it. I can't even pay attention to this. It jumps everywhere. The maul. I mean, the maul's a try every time. I'm sure on Bears' screen it's just already there. Oh, man. This is what this game is going to be. Are we at half-time yet? Have we had half-time? I don't think we have. That's where you scored the try, was it, Bears? Inside the 10. I'm pretty sure Cal Sinclair went that way, didn't he, towards the touchline? How are we out here? Oh, Owen Farrell's winded down the clock. Bears is playing realistic style, where Owen Farrell doesn't get a kickoff in time. I love it. That is a great clearance. What an unbelievable clearance. Okay, I can't do anything there. I was gonna try and throw it fast. It didn't work. Oh, good pick it there by George North. This is the jankiest game. I mean, it's working, but it is hard to watch. Oh, here we go, down bigger, little up and under. What happened? Just nobody caught the ball. Okay, we're pressuring his line. Do we go for a set play? Would I even dare go for a set play? Let's see if we can go quickly here with Thomas Williams. Oh, sneaking up the blind side. There we go. Over try number 2. Oh, man. We all enjoying this fantastic gameplay, guys? Through the post. That's something I want to add back into the game as well. It's going to be post collision. You need to be able to run into the post and it, like, knock your player out. I don't like seeing players run through the post. Okay. Owen Farrell to get us kicked off. Bears said so disappointing, yeah. This is rugby, Bears. You play what's in front of you, as we're doing now. Oh, George North. Alan Wynne-Jones teleporting forwards. Slow-mo play. Still going. Kind of. What? What happened? Oh, well, Bears. It's been a fun game so far. This is painful. This is painful to watch. Right, do we want to... any changes we want to make at halftime? Does it even matter? It's just fine, isn't it? Well, at least we know for future Bears, this means it's like some sort of future rugby game in space. Teleportation going on, yeah. I don't know if you have as well, as I've also had slow-mo, like we're playing on the moon. The ball is like floating in the air to the... Look at this. Huge kick. Oh, who's there? I'll wait and see if anyone wants to pick this one up. Oh, Liam Williams just broke his arm trying to pick that one up. Oh, good tackle. Now he's on a roll. Oh, apparently I didn't pass when I wanted him to pass. What? What happened? Forward pass? A line out! A line out, apparently. Great line out, Bears. I like that bit where you threw it 200 miles beyond the line out somehow. What the hell is this? All right. Toxic play. Oh, wow. We're seeing all sorts of new animations here. This is fun. I saw the ball do a full rotation. Beautiful. Sink those threes over. The South African way. Here we go. What's that image? We just had a close-up of Dan Bigger's ass. That's what you want to be seeing. What on earth is that? Okay, Ken Owens. Oh my god. This is brutal. If anyone is watching this on the stream, by the way, and you're like, wow, the stream is really lagging. This is not the stream. This is 100% Rugby 22. You'll see that I'm not lagging. Purely the gameplay is... Oh, look at this. How fast are you, Bears? Can you get back for Reece Abbott? On the charge. Run it under. Ronaldo celebration. No. Not built into the game. So we've come to learn Rezammit teleportation OP in Rugby 22. At least Dan Bigger has hair in this. In the Xbox version, Dan Bigger is bald. Don't know what that's about. Oh, wait for all my players to teleport back on side. There we are. Good start. Bears just said he just had the ball from the ruck, gone to box kick, and then I had the ball all of a sudden. Yep, sounds about right. I look forward to watching this. You can go back and watch this game after the stream, Bears, on my end, and you can see the difference in what we've seen. Oh, that's actually potentially a good cover kick. Oh, Josh Adams going over for another one. It's like the rugby game equivalent of like a word search. It's like you know the things are in there. You've just got to see them like as it's happening. You can't just play the game as you want to play it. You've got to pretend like you think you know what's going to happen and then just act on it accordingly. What are we up to? 53 minutes, best. I keep retaining possession on mine, then all of a sudden you run off with the ball. Yeah, I've played multiplayer games like that before, Bears. It's yeah, I don't know. This is how it is. You gotta get that ruck. I would say try and retain possession as best as you can. Don't give it back to me, because I feel like this game is just going to pick somebody to win in a ruck, and then it is. It's just a question of who teleports where afterwards. Okay. Sorting out that wing a little bit. Oh, he's just picked it up with the scrum half. Big move. There's a Toje. Teleports on the charge. Oh. I think Bears is having the same issue I am, where the scrum half just picks up the ball. Oh, yep, I've just had your thing, Bears. I absolutely won that ruck on my end. And now it's all breaking. Here we go. Oh, we got the tackle. We magically got the tackle there. Can we... Oh, we got another... Oh, no, Will Jones has it now suddenly. Josh Adams, away. Grab a kick. Grab a kick. Keep going, Josh. Great try. I don't know how I stopped Bears from scoring a try there. I feel like he was definitely in. Someone just teleported to make the tackle. One of Bears' players was literally off the field then. They've just, like, ran onto the field. Oh, man. And the problem... I was over the try line on my end, said Bears. Oh, man. The problem is as well, right? Like, you've got, like, me and Bears Gamer. We're, like, two of the biggest, like, advocates for rugby gaming on the whole of YouTube, right? We really try. We're putting out videos. We're trying to be positive about rugby games. And then we want to play a game together. This is us showcasing what rugby games are capable of. And it's like, does this look good? Is anyone who hasn't bought this game considering buying this game, watching us play this now? Like, it just doesn't... This is not a good advertisement for this game, because the game is just so broken. Rugby 24 needs to fix all these things, man. You just passed it forward NFL style on mine. Did you not know that's a new rule, Bears? That's the new rule we're playing in this game. Oh, man. Mark's asked, was I in Paris for the final? You thought you saw me in the stadium. I was absolutely not in Paris for the final. That would be that's an expense I could not afford. Definitely would have got... Hey, well, to be fair, Bears, it'll be on the stream. We can, I'm sure I can clip it out of the stream. Oh, in fact, I probably can't clip it out of the stream exactly how I would want to, but we could do that. But no, yeah, I didn't get to go see any of the games over in France. I was tempted to, you know, enter one of those weird competitions where you, oh my God, look at this game. You know, where it's like, oh, win £100,000 cash and also get tickets to the World Cup final. But I was like, they're rigged. I'm not going to do that. But no, I wasn't at the final, but it's fun that you got to see someone like me. I am going to see Wales versus the Barbarians on Saturday, though. So I actually do get to go watch some live rugby, which I haven't done for a while. Oh, resam it! No, it doesn't manage to get all the way in. Okay, if there's one thing I want to achieve in this game, it'll be this. Huge crossfield kick. No. I thought with how janky the game was, maybe I could pull that off. Oh, take a seat, Jack Knoll. Oh, George North with an interception. Mark is still trying to get over your quarter-final curse. Yeah, it is a brutal world for Ireland, unfortunately, mate. As I was sort of saying a little bit earlier on, I feel like Ireland could have played almost any other team in the entirety of the World Cup in that quarter-final and won. They just happened to come up against New Zealand, who felt like playing maybe one of the best games I've ever seen from New Zealand in, you know, recent memory. They were just on point at everything they wanted to do. It is one of the best games of rugby I have ever seen, that Ireland-New Zealand game. It was fabulous. But it was just, it's the worst game, you know, Ireland could have possibly come up against. Any of the Pool C or Pool D teams, I think they just walk that quarter-final, but not to be. Speaking of walking, here we go. Josh Adams over. Let's do a spin. No. Pedri asks, what is my perfect World Cup final? It depends on the teams in the year and how good they are. I think this year could have been. I think South Africa, New Zealand was very good for this year. I think Ireland, France could have been. I think any of the top four teams playing each other would have been good. I nearly had my own personal perfect World Cup final in 2019 because we had England got through to the finals and Wales nearly got through to the finals, and we could have had an England-Wales World Cup final. And if Wales could beat England in the World Cup final, that would be great. That would be an awesome World Cup final. But yeah, Bears, that says that was fun. Yeah, Bears, well, it was a close game. What did I say, 50-0? What did we get to? 54-5 or something? Yeah. Multiplayer is 59-5. What a terrible game. Well, at least we know for future Bears, it doesn't really work, does it? Maybe if we were doing something when I wasn't streaming, maybe it would help. I don't think it would make any difference, but maybe it would. Just any sort of level to help it out on the internet connection, maybe. I just think the game just can't handle multiplayer. But that was fun, Bears. At least we got to play a game. Unfortunately, it was the worst game ever that we got to play in. But there we go. Yeah. Mark Dragon, did you play rugby professionally? Nowhere near. I've played 15s union. I played sevens in university. I've played some professional teams when part of not a professional team, and we got hammered. Didn't even get close. Yeah, I am much more built for playing rugby games than playing in a real world game of rugby. I used to live with some lads in university who were part of the rugby team. We were all like 18, 19, and it's just a different world. I came from playing at scrum half in school or what have you, and it was like fun. I never went up to like county level, and the lads I live with in university turn up there 6'6", absolutely jacked. And you're like, this is the university rugby team. It's like, yeah, this is university. It's like, oh, I'll die, so no. Sevens was fun though. I enjoyed doing sevens in university. There's a massive tournament that goes on. You can go with different universities to different areas and play in sevens tournaments. So I played in a sevens tournament. and that was fun. We lost every game because we were a team of amateurs, and but we had it for a good laugh. We had plenty of beers, which is not what you want before a game of rugby. When do you think Wales are going to beat New Zealand? Not for a long time. Not for a long time. I don't think the Wales game plan suits playing New Zealand. I think so much of Wales's game is backing your own defence and backing your own team and waiting for the other team to crumble. And then you go on the charge and you get counter-attack tries, you get penalty kicks, you wait for that team to get tired in the 70th minute and their fitness goes on. New Zealand don't. New Zealand don't stop for the full 80, so it doesn't work. You'd have to have Wales play a completely different game. The best game I ever saw Wales play against New Zealand was in that third place playoff in 2019, because they said, it looked like they said, screw it, let's just play rugby. And they just played really hard. They still lost, but they actually put, like, I can't remember what it was, like 50-something, 30. They put like 30 points onto New Zealand. And I was like, that's good. I'm glad to see that many scores going over. But I went and watched them in the Principality 2 years ago or so now. Just got decimated the whole game. They just didn't look like ever beating New Zealand. I think there's a long, long line of players to go through yet before they get a win over New Zealand. Bears says we can tick that one off the bucket list. Yeah, cheers, Bears. Well, cheers for having a game, mate. We knew it was going to be rough, potentially. Go on, that'd be a fun game to finish off. Well, let's do Wales. We'll do Wales-New Zealand to finish off the stream. I'll play one more game before we end the stream this evening. We'll do that exact game that Morgan brought up. What team club do you support? I used to be a big Osprey supporter and used to go to a lot of games and stuff. But I haven't for a long time, and I'm very, very out of the loop when it comes to rugby club level stuff, which some people take really negatively. I don't know why. I get plenty of comments from people that are like, "Wait a minute, you're talking about the French rugby team, but you don't watch the French club level?" Yep, because I don't think it's a necessity to be able to know about every player in the top 14 to be able to talk about the French international, but some people take great offence to that, and they tell me how disrespectful I am and how racist I am. These are legit comments I've had for not watching club level rugby, but yeah, unfortunately, it's just time. Time is the biggest thing for me. I just do not have the time to be able to sit down and watch all the different games of rugby. I would like to, but I don't think I do. As an Irish supporter, Wales are always a tough team for us to beat. Yeah, I think in recent years it's fallen off a bit. I always used to love going to the pub to watch Wales Ireland play. There are a couple of Wales Ireland games I remember watching in university. When would that have been? Like 2015, 2016. There was one game I remember going and watching in the pub, and Ireland were on Wales's try line for like 15 minutes. They were just picking and going, and Wales would defend. One of the tensest games I've ever watched ever. All the Irish supporters having a great time. We were in Wales. Half the pub was Welsh, half the pub was Irish. Everyone was just drinking. Everyone was having a great time together. I think Wales won that game, I want to say. But, and you don't have any hostility. No one is angry. Everyone is just enjoying the rugby. Wales-Ireland is a really fun game to watch. But in recent years, Ireland have just dominated that fixture, and it's still a fun watch. But I now think Ireland are going to win this, and how much will they win by? Very disappointed about Scotland. They never fired. Yeah, Scotland. A lot of people had Scotland to maybe even get into the quarters. I think, again, unfortunate for Scotland was the pool draw. I think you put Scotland in Pool D, in replace of England or Argentina. I think they get into a quarterfinals. I think they just had the worst pool for where Scotland currently are. I think you could have put them in Pool A in replacement of, France or New Zealand. I think they get into the quarters. They just had the worst pool for where they are in their development cycle, unfortunately. But I wouldn't let that take it too to heart for Scotland. I mean, they also lost Stuart Hogg just before the tournament, right, with retiring, which was a bit of a blow to game plans. Blair Kinghorn did well enough at fullback for a good chunk of the games. As a South African supporter, what do you think about the Ireland and South Africa Oh, sorry. There's a question for Mark from Pedri. I'm reading other people's questions. Mark says, "Racist, you know." Well, yeah, Mark. I like to believe I'm not racist. I've had plenty of comments from from people. People don't quite understand, I think, what racism means. People get angry because in my preview videos, I'll at the end of the video I'll say, this team. My prediction is this team to win by like 2 points. I'll say it's because you hate our team. It's because you hate us and you hate our nation. It's like, no. It's like, I just think on the day, those two teams on paper, I would put money on this team to win. That mean I'm going to be right. Like, you get some really weird comments from people. People take things way too to heart. But you see it in any form of social media, right? It's not just me. Any sort of players, I'm sure. Oh my goodness, what is this? Brody Retallick, chill out, boy. The pace on him is a lock. But it comes with the territory, unfortunately, of doing YouTube videos, right? You are open to a world of anyone to be able to say anything to you. So it's like you just have to shake it off, block people from being able to comment on videos and stuff if they're just clearly morons. But it's not me. It's not just me exclusively. It is everyone. I've had some fantastic conversations with other content creators where we've compared comments about us, and it's hysterical. It's just that's how it is. Oh no, didn't manage to do that line out there neither. Scotland versus England would have been a banger. Yeah, I think that would have been a really fun game. Yeah, if you put, Scotland versus Argentina, we saw a fun little 3-game series between those two teams, right? And I might have liked to have seen that at a World Cup. I'm not sure how they were all labelled out. I think Scotland would have been like a third choice team, right, in the World Cup. So Scotland would have had to have replaced Japan. That could have been a fun pool. England, Argentina, Scotland, Samoa. Who else was in that pool? Chile. That could have been a fun little pool. Seen some big games in there. Oh, you guys are discussing the the maul at the end of the game. Did you see Wales challenging for the Six Nations? No, they're just not there. There is an enormous separation at the minute. I think Ireland and France stand head and shoulders above everyone in that Six Nations. Scotland are further ahead than others, and then I think England and Wales are pretty level at the minute. And unfortunately, Italy's still down. I think it will carry on to this next Six Nations. England have lost quite a few players after the World Cup with retirements. Ireland and France have lost. Ireland have lost like Johnny Sexton, but seemingly like not a lot of other big names. I still think the Six Nations is between Ireland and France. I can see Scotland maybe getting third again. We'd have to wait and see what happens with team sheets and stuff. But I can see I cannot get that kick away. I can see Scotland maybe getting third. It'll be England, Wales, fourth, fifth, whichever way around they end up being, or whether I don't even know where they're playing this weekend, this tournament. In terms of who's playing home and away, I think they'll have a big advantage. I still see Italy coming last, unfortunately. There was so much talk around that Italy-New Zealand game from people that were like, I think this is the one Italy have a chance to upset New Zealand. I was like, New Zealand are going to kill them. I think I said like 25 or something in the preview. It was like 70. Like, yeah, it was a statement game, and Italy are just not there to play New Zealand at the minute. Hello? Liam Williams? Anywhere? Where's my fullback? Well, Bowden Barrett's just had a great try. Don't know what happened there. Pedro thinks Ireland or France taking it next year, Six Nations. Mark thinks France will take the Six Nations. Yeah, I think it's one of those two. When are they starting the mini World Cup thing in between World Cups? I think it's 2026. They are... Oh, it can't be 2026, right? Because they're doing it every 2 years. So they're doing World Cup, Lions, mini tournament, nothing, and then World Cups. Maybe 2025? Or maybe they're waiting till 2029. I'm sure it was sooner. Maybe it's 2025. I think that's coming in. I'm not sure how good that'll be. I mean, you know, fair enough, we get to see all the big teams play each other. I would much rather see Six Nations Rugby Championships Lions happen, and then once every 2 years, a televised tournament of, you know, Fiji, Japan, Georgia, Portugal, Romania, Spain. I would like a mini World Cup that is just, you know, I don't know, 11th in the world downwards to like 30th, and have their own little World Cup, and even maybe make that the entry point for the World Cup or something. I want to see those teams play more. I don't really care about watching, you know, in the Six Nations, you have all the Six Nations team play, and then it's like, oh, now we're going to have a mini World Cup where Wales will face Scotland. It's like, yeah, we see that. We see that every year. It's like, I want to see Wales play Portugal. I want to see Uruguay take on Spain. I want to see those teams play. Like, let the other teams get in. I don't really understand the purpose of it. It's just money. And they've just picked the countries with the most money. But I would like to see those other teams get involved a little bit more. Oh, Reece Zammit doing well there to get around Geordie Barrett. Little pop pass here. Go on, yes. Oh, I thought maybe I'd just send him through that gap. Hasn't worked for us. Thomas Williams hits the gap. Lovely sidestep. Beautiful try. We have a new coach as well as Mike. I can't speak. You can tell it's getting to the end of stream. I can't say words. Mike Catt is leaving. We have a summer test series against South Africa in July. Hopefully we're going to see the second test. That'll be an awesome little trip out there. Jacques Ninova is also leaving, and Razi's maybe going to be on new. Is that actually a thing? I didn't know that about. I don't keep up to date with coaches and stuff. It feels weird, the South African coaching staff, because Jacques Ninova's in charge, and yet it just seems like Razi's in charge. It doesn't really seem like he's really like doing that much. But he's just a more, you know, popular face, I think, on oh, is someone going to get there for this? That's a good tackle. Just managing to a more popular face to have for that South African management team than Jacques Ninova. Bears is currently beating Wales 121-0 in an exhibition game. Have you set that game to the lowest difficulty? That's the way to do it. If you can't do it against me, Bears, it doesn't count. That's what I'm going to go with. However, if you'd won that game, I'd be saying the opposite. It was just a friendly, and it meant nothing. It was oh man, 121-0. That's a solid game. How many minutes have you got on for Bears to get to 121-0? I can't remember what the biggest win I ever had was. I think the biggest win I ever had was 300 and something. But I played like a full 80-minute game. It was a long one. I got to 300, and eventually I started getting bored, and I started just taking drop goals and stuff for the fun of it, because you can score too many tries eventually. But that is a time length set to 3 days. Just keep going. Like, once you break the 1,000 marker, you know you've made it. Oh man, let's switch back over. Oh man. My brain is fried. What an enjoyable time we've had tonight. Who are Wales playing in the summer? I actually don't know. That'll do. Because I haven't used it. I actually set all this up, and I didn't use it at all. Hang on, let me get the thing. Wales summer series rugby. I did do. Look at this. Look how much prep I did for this, guys. I had all the World Cup games up. I was going to talk about the World Cup games, and we just ended up getting involved with Rugby 22 and stuff enough. Wales Summer Series. Who are they playing? Wales. Wales are doing a series in Australia. Did I just say that? Wales are set to do a tour of Australia in 2024. So they've got the Wales tour going there, and then the British and Irish Lions are going against Australia in 2025. So if the British and Irish Lions are going over there in 2025, that means that mini World Cup must be 2026. Right? And the nation's champions as you decide. So I was right. Hey, you know what? I'll take that. It's almost like I pay attention to some of these things that happen in rugby. Tom's asked, how did I get the Rugby World Cup kits? There is a video on the channel, Tom, that is literally a step-by-step guide for you. It is a PC-only thing. It's a mod created by a subscriber called Waldo, who painstakingly went through and made the World Cup kits. I don't know if I actually have it on anything. Let me have a look. Let's see what I can't remember what the video was actually called. Oh, not that one. They change YouTube layout as well, which is really annoying. It's really hard to like find your own videos now. Where is it? My God, how many videos did I do for this World Cup? That was that. That was that. What did I call it? There we go. It is this one here. Official World Cup 2023 kits in Rugby 22. If you go check out the video, it's literally a step-by-step of even how to install the mod on your end. So you can do it yourself, do it tonight, play some fun games and stuff. So yeah, we're going over to Australia. I kind of fancy Wales for that. 40 points to 6 or whatever it was. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep having more of those scores. But there we have it, guys. Right, we have just gone past the 10 o'clock marker. I'm going to call a night there. My voice is giving out. My ability to read chat is apparently failing me by how many things I'm getting wrong and stuff. But thank you to everyone who has turned out for the stream to sort of round off our World Cup stuff. Thank you to everyone who's been liking the videos and commenting throughout the World Cup. I have been working incredibly hard to get as many World Cup videos out as I did. There'll probably be some changes to the channel. I'll probably be doing a video about that, don't know, by the end of the year or so. Time is getting more and more strained a little bit now in terms of trying to do like rugby videos and stuff. So the channel might take a bit more of a step towards like the rugby gaming stuff and maybe some more fun videos around rugby and just little ideas and stuff rather than do the match previews and reviews for like every game. I might be taking a bit of a step away from that next year. But we will be having Rugby 24 coming out in January. Won't we, Big Ad Studios? We will achieve it. So hopefully when that comes out, we'll be doing loads of videos around Rugby 24, which I'm really looking forward to, and hopefully getting to play some games of Rugby 24. We'll be doing Rugby 24 over the Six Nations as well. But yeah, I'm glad we've been able to do the stream tonight. Some of you guys have actually come out. I really thought maybe we get like 1 or 2. It's a Wednesday. I didn't think we get a lot of people out. But to be fair, we've had like 10 throughout most of the stream, which has actually been really good. So thank you to everyone who has been in the chat. Thank you to Bears for jumping in for a game and joining in with us and getting to test out a little bit. That has been a lot of fun. Thank you to Kian as well earlier on for actually giving a donation earlier on, which was nice as well. It's always nice to receive. We are not millionaires on YouTube. We can't all be the PewDiePies of the world that make endless bouts of money. So you know what, it's always appreciated. Do what you got to do to yourself, my friend. You'll be successful in whatever direction you go. Thank you very much, Bears. Yeah, it's just time and an effort to put in. It's slightly different now from where I was. I started the channel 4 years ago technically, but I didn't start doing rugby stuff till about 3 years ago. We were all in lockdown. We all had endless free time, and it's more and more crept away from me. As like over the World Cup, I think I took like 8 days off work to do videos for the World Cup because I just didn't have the time otherwise to do it. So going into next year, taking a step back and just doing fun videos, gaming videos, little series on rugby and stuff, as opposed to maybe being hardcore into the previews, review videos. But I'll do a bit more thinking about how I want to take the channel and stuff in the future. And yeah, I'll be putting out a video anyway. If you haven't been at the start of the stream, I will also be doing, hopefully this weekend, I don't know, spare time and stuff. Hopefully this weekend, or maybe on Friday, or maybe it'll come out on the Saturday or Sunday. I am going to be doing my prediction reality video to go over all my predictions that I made over before the World Cup and see how many I got right. So that should be a fun video. I'm looking forward to sitting down and filming that one. But that will be coming out hopefully on the weekend. So make sure you do keep an eye out for that video coming out weekend, maybe on maybe next Monday if I'm a little bit slower getting around to doing the editing and stuff. But yeah, I look forward to seeing all your guys' reactions and maybe hopefully seeing some of your guys' predictions down in the comment sections as well for that, because hopefully some of you guys played along. But thank you to everyone who has come out tonight. It's been an awesome stream. I've really, really enjoyed it. I'll let everyone go for the evening. I'm going to go to bed. I'm knackered. But I hope you all enjoyed this one today, guys. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up, so